How's everybody doing? It's another Saturday, the first Saturday of February. It's amazing that January has already passed and we are in February. So yeah, spring is coming, but it's not today. Very cold outside here. So today we're going to do almost a full 9 boxes. I picked up my 6 normal, we'll call it, for this week, and they're circulated, so that's awesome. So we have circulated coins for the pickup. Last week we had all brand new coins, but it's a good start because we do have one, weighs 226.7, which is our thumbnail. So we're hoping to see 90% silver in here, or some silver anyways. And we do have an ender. We do have one ender, 1965 40%er. Only weighs a 225 too, so I'm assuming that's all that's in there. So not sure what we're going to find today, but yeah, my 4 boxes that I normally pick up, there was 2 enders. We have a 226.9, which is the ender. I'm assuming that's a 90%, and then we have a 226, I think 3, and 226 is even. And then we have a bunch of boxes. We have one that has a light roll, so we're going to see what's in these boxes today. Very cold, windy here. And yeah, it's brutal outside. There's no doubt about that. So let's see what we get done. Let's see what we find today. How's everybody doing? It's coldy cold. It's very cold out. So let's see what we can find today. I don't remember what we did last week, but I know we found something last. Oh yeah, Dennis had his box last week. That's right. Yeah. How's everybody doing? Yeah, we know there's a 40% in this box. I'm assuming that heavy one is a 90%. So we're hoping that they're going to see more than one ender. 40% or so, yeah. Yeah, I did get my normal 6. I was so happy because last week my boxes were all brand new. And then we hunted a couple boxes. I picked up one in Dennis's box. And we did that bag of quarters. Oh, speaking of that bag of quarters, we should have did the bag of dimes. There was actually 12 silver dimes in that bag. I did hunt it. So yeah, it's cold out today. There's no doubt about it. Brutally windy. It's only like 6 or 7 degrees outside, and the wind is blowing. Yeah, I'm actually starting an hour earlier than what I normally like to start, but not much going on today. I don't think that's silver. Hey, Deborah, how are you doing? Just a dirty coin. Yeah. I don't know if anybody watched Rob Finds Treasures live stream last night, but he had a great box. There's a 2022 Denver. He ended up getting 66 silver coins out of a box. Apparently the box was one that somebody had returned to the bank. I'm assuming they never opened it up to see what was in it, but there was definitely enders in it. Benny Ender and Kennedy Enders. He had like 13 Walking Liberties in the box, like 10 Benjis or something. I'm doing good. Yes, it is brutal outside. And then he had, the rest were 90% Kennedy, but he ended up with 30 90%ers, and he ended up with 36 40%ers out of the box. It was over $1,600 of value. No value of silver in the box. Is that crazy or what? That's just insane. Yeah. I'm doing okay. It's cold. For some reason, I went to bed at midnight. I ended up waking up before 6 o'clock, and I'm like, why am I up? Stayed up for a couple hours and took a nap till 10 o'clock. So yeah, we're good. Nothing here to do except stay warm. Yeah. You know, on Thursday I went for a ride. I went all over the place. I mean, I went to the furthest bank. I don't want to say it's the furthest south bank to ask for coins and or get, you know, try to get a $50 bag. I think the first bank said, I think that's the first one, said somebody already had their name in. They did take my name to put it down. Hopefully I'm trying to be second in line, but we got a holy one, but it's not silver. So I don't know what's going to happen there. The next bank I stopped at, took my name and number. Said they'll call if they get something. They'll let the other tellers know. Then I stopped at the other one, which I stopped at before. And I don't think that's silver. It's just very white. 71. Very white. Almost looks silver, but it's not. That is not silver. Good faker, though, in a sense. Stopped at the other bank. I stopped at years ago. The ladies there were nice compared to the lady that was there when I was there a year or so ago. They just dumped that bag. That took them 6 years to dump that bag. But somebody got it. She won't even take my name and number to put down. So apparently whoever's got their name in, they must really like. I have no opportunity of getting that. Oh, what's that? I think we're going to have silver right there, about 6-1 in. That is a 224.8. So yeah, should be. And this looks like a proof. That almost looks like a proof. I hope we're going to have something good. All right, we got our first silver in roll number 12, 68D. And this looks like a proof. Oh yeah, it is a proof. Ah yeah, that is a thick one there. 1984, San Francisco proof. That is awesome. Yeah, I was surprised. Like, don't quote me on what I saw late. I actually was running a little late, so I turned Rob Finds Treasure when I started this stream from the beginning. So I just wanted to see how it came out of the box and what he got. So it was pretty cool. Second box, only 2 silver coins in it. So yeah, and then he did a video. Oh, he did a video like a day or two before. And he had a barber ender. And don't quote me, I think he found like maybe 10 or so coins in the box, but there was actually another barber in there. So he found 2 barbers in a box. And that was just crazy. But you can see just anything is possible when it comes to these $50, you know. And he's been hunting. I'm pretty sure he's hunted. I mean, I've done over $1 million. I'm probably over $1.5 million in halves since I've started doing this. And he's got to be somewhere in the ballpark because he gets how many boxes a week, you know. Like, he's never found the seated Liberty yet. Never. I found 2 already. Waiting for my third. I think I found 4 barbers. I think I found 3 or 4 for myself and 1 for Dennis. So yeah, I've seen 4 or 5 barbers in all the coins that I've hunted. But yeah, I can't believe Rob's never gotten to see it. Yeah, amazing. 66 silver coins. That is cool beans. There's a lot of coins that got a dirty edge. Hey, Hunter, how are you doing today? A lot of dirty edge coins. Yeah, it is cold out. I mean, it's been cold and windy. I'm just hoping that, you know, electric don't go out, you know. So, and if the electric does go out, I hope I'm awake when it happens because I don't need pipes freezing. So, I have to run go out and get the generator, hook it up. But yeah. All the wires are run. I just got to put the generator where it needs to be and plug it in. Okay. Yeah, I picked up when on my rounds. It was kind of disappointing because I took took I think $7,000 with me, and I'm thinking I'm going to need more money, you know, because I stopped at 1, 2, 3, 4. Stopped at 4 banks. Nobody had any bags of coins, not one bag of coins. So then I called the next one that normally has coins. They had nothing. And then I was passing one that I wasn't going to go to, so I stopped and I called them. They had a bag of quarters, so I got a bag of quarters. I did check that bag. There was nothing in it. And then I called. I wonder if that's just a thick, shiny one there, or it could be a proof. It could be just a book one. Yeah, it looks like it could be a proof. Might not be, though. No, it's just a nice 78 that was in a book, I'm going to say. Yes, I called. It was either go one way to hit maybe 2 banks or call them, or call the other one going that way closer to home. So they had 3 bags of quarters, so I just went to the one that had 3 bags of quarters. So after all that, I only ended up with 4 bags of quarters, and the one bank I stopped at, 4th bank I stopped at, I just happened to ask them if they happened to have $50 in the bag. And she's like, yeah. I said, can I get 1,000? And she looked at the other girl. She said, I don't see why not. So I got 2 boxes of halves. Now I know they're the Brinks rolls in the guarded boxes, but I got to take a chance. So I did pick up 2 boxes of halves from there. And yesterday on my rounds, I did pick up 48 rolls out of a box. Look what Jess found. How you doing? So we do have 6 Loomis boxes to open up, and then I more or less have 3. We're just going to call it Brinks rolls boxes to open up. So, yeah, I just looked on my thing. It was saying 77 something for silver. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but a 90 is going for almost like close to $30. And I think this was like 11 or 12 for 40. So we'll just say 10 and 25 just to be safe. So a 40%er right now is worth $10. 90%er is going to be worth $25. We'll just throw that out there. It's amazing how much. All right, we're going to get another one finally. It's going to be roll number 23. Going to get another one. About the same spot as the other one was. 225 too, so that's good. There's a 69. Here's another $10 bill. So, yeah, when Rob was opening that box, I forget how many enders he said he had. I think he only had like 6 or 7 enders. I forget. But the other week when I had those enders, I had 7 enders. I thought my box was going to be like his. He had one roll that had 6 in it. I think one roll had 7 in it. My box never did that. I mean, I ended up with like 43. Hey, Rick, how are you doing? Good afternoon. Oh, sorry to hear that. So, yeah. Yeah, I did end up with, I think, 43 out of my box, but he got 66 in his room. 30/90, so yeah. Yeah, 25th roll. Let's see what we get. Yeah, Rob's setting the roll on fire this year. He's got, I think he had 68 last night, and I think he's 63 total, so he's got like 131 silver coins right now out of, I think, 18 boxes. That's pretty good. Plus he did his video on the other box, so yeah, he's having a good start. You had 59 40s. That's a good box. 8 enders. That's a good box. I think you wish you could get one of those every month. Yeah. That's a good box. So yeah, we have 2. Hey, I'm happy. When I opened the box up, I didn't really see it, but when I brought them home and I did, I opened them up in the bag to look at the tops real quick, because I thought I was going to get brand new coins again. But I was so happy when I saw circulated boxes. Yeah. Yeah, one every 3 months would be good too. So yeah. I'm not complaining. I'm having a good start this year, you know. So knock on wood. Knock on wood. Yeah, I stopped at the bank where I picked up the quarters, the first bag of quarters. I had her look to see how full the half bag was. It's only like half full, but it takes a while. So I'm just hoping that they call me. I don't want to like stop in every week or every other week, but I want to make myself a little more presence known, you know. So I did get my name in at 2 other banks. One will call, the other one is questionable. So I'm happy to have my name in another place, but at least I have a chance to get a bag. Yeah, we're trying. Yeah, it's cold. Yeah, very cold out today, boys and girls. I got like a dusting last night. All right, 225.5, and then next roll will be our thumbnails, 226.7. A lot of static again today. So yeah, crazy. Static clean. And here's your thumbnail, 226.7. I believe there's a 90% in here. Yeah, 40s. I think like Wednesday or Thursday, maybe. It might hit close to 40 here. Yeah. My wife went to Florida. Yesterday, she went to the store to buy a hat and gloves. She was cold. Oh, my God. There it is. Should be a 90. Is our thumbnail worth around $30? Let's see. Yes, it is. It's 28 something when I checked. We'll just say $25 bill right there. So we'll take that all day long. 90. What is this odd looking color? No, bicentennial. You know, I talked to, it's amazing how many years I've been going to the credit union. I finally, the one girl, I asked her, I said, can I ask you some questions about the coin or how their coins work? I said, you don't have to answer anything if you don't want to. She said, okay. I was just curious how it worked for their system. Based on what I'm trying to understand about the carrier versus the Fed. So apparently my credit union, it's a Brinks carrier. I know that. It's Brinks. So. She tells me that all of their change or money literally goes back to the Fed. Apparently the carrier does not wrap it. It goes back to the Fed, and when they order their money for the week, they order it from the Fed. Okay? And somewhere along the line, you can't get bags from them either. They just won't sell you bags. Not that I would want anything. The only thing I would want would be pennies right now. So there's a 225.7. Is it a lucky 7? So she says everything comes from the Fed. And she said at some point, the Fed was not even taking bags of pennies, which was weird, but now they're taking them. And then I went to another bank. To pick, I picked up a box of halves. And I just happened to rip at the girl's ear there, and I forget how it worked out. And then the other girl was very, very talkative. But their bank actually is the opposite. The carrier actually wraps it for them, and they keep it stored for them at their facilities, so they always have change on hand. I don't. All I talked about was change, not physical paper money. So yeah, everybody's different apparently. Yeah. But where were you getting the bag? Where did you get the bag from, Rick? Are you not going to get any more bags anymore now? Because you said something about they sent it back. And I told her about the Brinks boxes. They've always been my crappiest. I'm going to just call it crappiest boxes I've ever hunted. Not saying you don't get a good one, but it's been tough lately. So, does the carrier wrap the change and take the silver out? Now, don't get me wrong. I found silver in the Brinks boxes here and there, and we've already had good boxes too, but very, very few. And my other bank that I get the bags from, they say that their stuff goes back to the Fed, or that's what they write on the bag. But then the other girl, when it came to the pennies, I had asked about the pennies because they won't sell you penny bags anymore. They won't sell any penny bags to anybody anymore. They're saving all their pennies. And I said about them, are they wrapping their own pennies? She says, no, we're sending them out. A service is doing it, so I'm assuming it's the carrier, and the carrier's bringing them back. So yeah, and then I said, if for some reason, I don't know if it's possible, if they were to get an overload of pennies, to give me a call if they're going to send them back to the Fed. She said she would. So don't know if that'll ever happen, but for the most part, from what a couple banks that I've talked to, you ask them how many pennies do they need on a weekly basis for their customers, which I'm assuming are stores or businesses. Some are only like a box, 2 boxes tops, maybe a box and a half average a week, but that's about it. So here's roll number 42, and that's going to be a 65, 40% ender. So there's a $10 coin there, we'll call it, on the end. It's $10 bill laying there. That is a dirty one. Got a little bit of scuff on him there. A little scuff up there. 65 first. It's hard to see it, but that is a 65. I want to say from Philadelphia. First year for the 40%ers. So you just never know, how it works. But I actually think it's a combination of both. It's one, the carrier will wrap it for them, and some apparently it just goes back to the Fed. So, yeah. Wow, that's a really nice 1992. I thought it was going to be an 87 there for a second, but that is a really nice wide edge 92. So I'm going to say that might be from a special mint set. I don't know. Yeah, special mint set or a mint set, I guess you could say. Yeah, Diggin' Dave just put up a video, like I'm gonna say within the week. Apparently, he doesn't have a problem. I'm assuming he doesn't have a problem getting pennies. He got 10 penny boxes. One was 2025, and he had like this huge stack of boxes of pennies he's got saved up, man. Yeah, I don't want to say he's got 100 boxes, but he's got a lot of boxes stacked up, and I'm assuming they're all unhunted. Yeah. It's kind of weird around here. You cannot, the bank, credit union, they cannot order pennies from the Fed, period. But yet out west, they can. And then the credit union said that there for a while they couldn't even send their bags of pennies back to the Fed. The Fed was not accepting pennies. It's like, How can you do that? It's American currency. It's currency, whether it's a penny or not. Yeah. It's kind of weird how the system works. So I'm just assuming, like Digging Dave, maybe he's getting them from the carrier and they're not getting them from a Fed, you know? Carrier's just getting rid of this stuff. So a lot of new ones in these last couple rolls. 225.4. I'm just happy to get circulated boxes and the Brinks. I don't know what it is with the Brinks. I mean, I've gotten my sister box. I think we got like 42 in a box once. But ever since I've been getting the Brinks boxes, they were my toughest boxes. I mean, they're tough. They've always been tough. So yeah, you just never know. So I'm happy to have something to hunt. I'm happy to have circulated Loomis boxes this week. Considered. Oh, there's an 87. Speaking of devil, there's an 87. Philadelphia. It's a nice one, but not as nice as they normally are. But that's pretty nice. So we got an 87 out of that box too. That's good. What are your odds? Didn't stand out by the edge like they normally do, but it's got a good edge. So second to last roll. It's kind of weird. The other roll had almost a lot of new coins, and these last two rolls like had no new coins. It's crazy. Last roll. Will we have a last roll? Lucky roll? Let's find out. I'm going to say no, and there's no new ones in there either. Yep, okay, 2020. It just looked awfully thin for 2024. One newbie in there, but that was a good box. Not bad. We ended up with 4 silver coins of proof and an 87 NIFC, so that's a good box. Now, that was a good box. 164, 340s. Yeah. Boy, that wind gusts sometimes. It's just crazy windy. That was a really good box. So yeah, 4 silver coins. That's a good start. We're only going to need 5 more to average one a box. So we have another ender, and we have one good heavy one. Oh, actually that heavy one is an ender. So yeah, we should have another $25 coin. So I'm just going to hunt the boxes that, I don't know. Let me see. See what I want to do. Let's see what I want to do. We're going to hunt one of the boxes that I picked up from one of the banks. Actually has a light roll in it, so I'm wondering if we're going to get a magic coin or a foreign coin. We're going to find out. Oh, this is a Garda box with Brinks rolls in it. So we do have one marked, and it's actually yellow. It's a 223.6. You're right, Deborah. There could be a magic coin or maybe a foreign in here, but there's definitely something light about this roll, and we're going to figure that out when we get to it. But other than that, there's nothing special about it. It's a lot of new coins, they look like 2023s mostly. But a lot of these rolls and these 2 boxes I'm going to do are in the 224 range. There's like a lot of 224s. It's like, yeah, sick light. So I'm curious to see what's going to be in the light rolls. So let's find out. Don't hold your breath on these boxes, but I don't think there's going to be any silver, but I'm sure hoping there is. And for as many new ones that are in these rolls, and they weigh so light, like, I mean, that's a 225, but you're going to see here, there's going to be a lot of new ones. I'm hoping there's a 40 in here somewhere, but yeah. 2001, but it's going to be, looks like mostly 2023 in this box. So yeah. Has anybody seen a 2026 coin yet? Has Has anybody seen a 2026? Anything yet? I haven't. Checked the coin store the last couple days and I've gotten nothing. No. Say they're out there. Yeah, Brinks boxes. I still remember the first time I went to my daughter's credit union. We ordered boxes and they were Brinks boxes, and I think there was no silver in any of the boxes. I think we got 4 or 6, I forget. And one of the boxes was my first customer return boxes. And I'm like, that's just crazy. But one good thing about the Brinks boxes, they were my proof boxes. They had the most proofs in them. It was crazy. That's one thing I can say about the Brinks boxes. They had the most proofs. Look at this. I mean, for as light as the roll or all the new coins, this roll only weighs 224.6. I mean, this thing should weigh over 226 easily with all them new coins. All the new coins except 2. I mean, that thing should weigh heavy. So yeah, it's crazy. That is just crazy, all these new coins. 226, 224.8, I guess that is. Yeah, I was so thankful not to get brand new coins this week. I'll tell you that. And we got silver. We actually got silver. So we made up for last week. So yeah. Winsell, how you doing? Good afternoon. Yeah, it's early. I have nothing to do except do coins. So I figured if I could start earlier, I get done sooner, and then yeah. Oh my God. All of them are brand new except the Ender. Wouldn't that be nice to see 140%? Look at that. What are your odds? Look at that. Another 87, and this one's in a Brinks roll, right? It's an Ender too. That's a Philadelphia. An 87 Ender. What are your odds? They're not as nice as they normally are. This has been in circulation for a while, but yeah. Another 87 from Philadelphia. Is that crazy? And that was the only thing in that roll. That is nutty. Nutty, nutty. Yeah, we found something. That's good. What are your odds? An 87 Ender. And then you get this roll here. There's hardly any new ones in it. It's almost all old ones. How are you doing? Point of sale, anything this week? I hope. Nothing. Yeah, it's cold. Brutal. What are your odds? An 87 Ender. Huh. I don't think we've ever had an 87 Ender. Yeah, 87 was technically the first NIFC clad, we'll say. 1970 was actually the first NIFC, but that was silver. Yeah. So 87 was the first not intended for circulation clad coin, we'll say. How's that? 2 87s already. What else are we going to find? That's terrible. 1 silver diamond, 1 West Point. Well, that's better than nothing, I guess one could say. But yeah, I did good. I mean, we hunted that bag of quarters last week, and there was nothing in it. I hunted that bag of dimes. 12 silver dimes were in that bag. We should have hunted the bag of dimes. We got a couple Mercs and the rest are Rosies. That's my best bag. 12 silver dimes, and I forget how many foreigns were in it. I forget now. But 12 silver dimes out of that bag. That was a good bag. It was a real good bag. And then I did the 4 bags of quarters that I picked up. I saved the one from last week because I noticed that there's 2 foreigns in it, but I didn't see any silver, so I was saving that just in case I got skunked this week with new boxes. So the 4 bags of quarters that I gotten, it just so happens there was a silver quarter like right on the bottom of the bag. So I'm saving that one. There's at least 1 silver in that. And then the other 3 bags, I forget. I didn't get any foreigns, but I did get 1 silver coin out of the 1 bag. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to get at least 2 silver coins out of the bags of quarters this time. The silver quarter I got out of the one was a 1941. 1941, Philadelphia. Been a while since I've gotten a silver quarter. It's been like 11 or 12 bags. That's crazy. Yeah. It's nice that you're getting bags. You're like getting them one every week, it seems like. Bag of dimes. Yeah. It's just amazing. Digging Dave did his dime video. He started back when silver was like almost $120 an ounce. And a silver dime was over $8. And then when he finished the video, I forget what date it was, but I think it was only worth, it went from $8 down to like $6 and a little over $6. So yeah, it's amazing how much a dime was worth, over $8. So yeah, $8 for a dime. Heck, it was, just think, before silver dropped, this quarter was worth $20. This was worth $20. It's probably only worth like 10 now. That's crazy though, to think a quarter is worth $10. Silver quarter. So yeah. There's a couple wide edges there. One looks like it came out of a book. 78 like that other one, and this one looks a little 94. It just blows your mind. Because you figure a 90% it was worth over $40. It was like almost $43 or something before silver dropped. Now it's worth like 28 something right now. You think we're going to find anything in that roll? Brand new. Brand new. Just for you. Yeah, that makes another thing too. So if the carrier is like, has there's 24 storage for a bank or a credit union on in their facility, so that means that the facility is always giving out, we'll say, $50, and they run out. That means they got to get more from the Fed. So I'm assuming you don't know what you're getting from the Fed. This has, I seen that was an ender 425. So April of 25, this was hunted. 92. Yeah, somebody in my area is marking coins with a dot, and it used to be just a dot, but now it's a dot and the date. I'm doing that for the last couple of years. So it would be so cool. It's just amazing how light these rolls are with all these brand new coins. You figure a coin's supposed to weigh 11.34, so you take 20 times 11.34. I think it puts you well over 227 grams plus the wrapper, you know. But yet they only weigh 224 change, you know. But it just makes me wonder, like, if this carrier is picking these up and wrapping them for the bank, you think that the bags that the bank has sent with silver in them, so there should be silver in a sense in these rolls or boxes, if that's the case. There's another one with only 1, all brand new except 1. Nothing to hunt there. A lot of new ones. A lot of new ones. Yeah, that box that Rob did with those 11 or 12 or whatever was in it with the enders, there were a lot of brand new ones. There was a lot of new coins in them. Yeah. It don't matter what's in them. It's just got to have silver mixed in with a circulated box. That's all there is to it. Here's another one. Like, see how gold it is? That came out of a book. This is a 79 this time from looks like Denver. That's a nice 79. That was in the book. Somebody had that in a book. That's why they get that gold edge, I'm going to say. It's going to be roll number 49, Deborah. It's going to be second to last. We're working on it one roll at a time. Keep your panties on now. Yeah. I'm just hoping we got an 87. I'm hoping there's something else in here. Yeah, Brink's boxes were always definitely proofs. They were my proof boxes. A lot of proofs. Well, used to. That was 25 rolls, and now we're on the second 25. Can we find a silver in one of these boxes today? That would be really nice to get a silver out of a Brink's roll box. Yeah. Yeah, Dennis. I just talked to Dennis. Dennis is in Texas. All brand new. All brand new. All brand new. Yeah, both these boxes weigh really light. A lot of 224s. I think there's one 225.8 and maybe two 225.7s in there. Other than that, they're light. There's a lot of 224s, which is just not normal. But that's what makes you think that not only is Brink's taking the silver out, they're washing the dirt off of them to make them lighter, huh? That's what I said when I was talking to Dennis. I've never seen boxes so light like this, as much as they did. I mean, 224.7. We got 224.8. We got 225, 225.6, 225.2, 49, 48, 1, 0, 49. Coming up in the next box, next row. Yeah, so our last box today that we're going to hunt actually has I'm going to assume a 90% ender. It's tails up, so. And then there is a 226.3, I believe, and then two 226s. So, yeah. And the only other thing is this light roll. That's it. That's all we have. But I'm happy. I was happy to get circulated boxes, and I was happy to see a silver ender. Yeah, I opened them up at the bank. I mean, I didn't see anything, but then I brought them home here and opened them up to flip them. I'm like, oh, there's a silver. And then the other box, I flipped them. I'm like, there's a silver. Can't miss that. So, yeah. A couple silver enders, a couple heavy rolls. It's going to be a good day. It's a good day. There's one oldie in there, 74. Be nice to see a silver in one of these bad boys. Just like that 87, a full roll. I want to see a full roll with one silver in it. That would be so nice. It just makes you wonder. I mean, is the carrier taking the silver out of them? You purchased on what? From the Fed? I'm assuming from the Fed. I can't wait to get some in hand. I mean, I was told they were going to be dumped in circulation, so I'm assuming if you purchased it, you got it from the Fed. What'd you pay for it? A roll? Oh, eBay. How much were they selling them for? I can't wait to get a box. For once, I actually want a brand new box of coins. So yeah, I'm going to save them. You ever hear any more about stacking and packing? $21. I guess it ain't too bad. I get that. That includes shipping? That almost looks like a proof. It's not. A nice 96. Yeah, I can't wait to get some of these new coins in hand. I got to figure out. I got to talk to my tellers. 6 for shipping. I guess that isn't too bad, though. All right, roll number 40. Yeah, I told the girl when she got, for some reason the bank's ordering, I don't know if they're ordering one or if they're ordering 2 boxes to keep on hand. But last week I got them. And then this week she said we just opened the box up. So one of the customers that gets a couple rolls every now and then must have picked 2 up because she said we literally just opened it up. So I bought the rest of the box. So no heavy ones, no light ones. Another 8 rolls, you'll have your light coin. Hopefully it's going to be a magic coin or something. Hope it's a thin silver. How about a thin silver? It's amazing though when you listen to Rob. It's like I can't believe all the boxes that how many years he's been doing it, and how many boxes that he's gone through. He only ever found 1 barber up until this week, and he's never found a seeded liberty. It's just crazy to think all the boxes, all the good boxes that he's had, and yeah, no silver, no seeded, I should say. Still waiting for my 3rd one. I think barbers. I think I'm on 4 barbers, believe it or not. Yeah, I was going through my stuff the other day, and I'm like, I got 4. I had 2, and then I think 2023, 2023 was the last time we got a foreign silver. And then I noticed that I had 2 barbers, so I must have found 2 more, not last year, but the year before. I'm assuming 2024, I forget. Yeah. Look at that, not 1 new coin in that roll. Not 1 new coin in that roll. After all them new ones. 4 rolls to go, 3 to get to the light roll. Just wonder if they are taking the silver out, But if they were taking the silver out, what you think they would be taking this? If it was Brinks, would be taking the silver out of at every location, 1 more roll, Deborah. We'll have your light roll. It's not silver, but it would be nice if it was. All right, here's our light roll, 223.6, and normally we'll find a magic coin or a foreign coin. So we're going to find out why this roll is light. I know you guys can't see it, but I see a dark space right there. I see a dark space. Oh, that's just an old coin. And there's a darker space too. I thought there was going to be something, but there's not too many. The only thing that looks odd is this one. This is the one that's light. Look at this thing is wore out. Look at that. That thing is wore out. Let's see what it weighs. I'm going to say that probably only going to weigh a 10 point something. That sucker is wore out. .3 grams. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, it's going to change. For some reason, it changes when you pick it up at 10.3 grams. So that coin is light because it is wore out. No magic coin today, Deborah. Sorry. I would have not expected that. It was either going to be a magic coin or, yeah, I know, boo. Look how thin it is compared to the other one. Just a wore out $half. Been around. That sucks. Not what I was expecting, but the last roll. This wonderful guarded box with Brinks rolls in it. It is going to be no silver. We even got skunked on our light roll. Boo box. No, it wasn't a real boo box because we did get an 87 Philadelphia out of it. Not one of our better ones, but it's still an 87 from Philly, so it was not a boo box, but it was a terrible box for silver. Terrible box for magic coin. Terrible box for foreign coins. So let's try the sister box of the terrible box. Get these out of my hair. Oh, get these out of my hair. I'm just wondering, like, if the bank has a stockpile from Brinks and they were given to Garda, and Garda put them in their boxes, I wonder how big their stockpile is. And my point is that Brinks was doing it, and Brinks was taking the silver out, and now the Garda is going to be doing their wrapping, we'll say. Is Garda taking the silver out? We're just assuming they're taking the silver out. But how many boxes do they have on hand? You know what I mean? Only one way to find out. How many years the bank been in business, you know? Yeah, all right. All right, box number 2. I mean, I did stop the bank that I picked up the first bag of quarters at last year. I did pick up 2 boxes of halves from them, and there was, I believe, there was a Walking Liberty in the one box. So, yeah. Just the idea that if there was a Walking Liberty in there, that means you would say they're not taking the silver out, you know? Yeah, it was kind of crazy. That 87 was actually an ender, you know? And it was in a roll where it was nothing but new ones, just one ender, so. Yeah, I'm just going to do these Brinks boxes first. Brinks rolls, I guess you could say. Garter box. I got one Brinks box. So. I did talk to the girl about like old bills, like $1 bills, $2 bills. I educated her on what I'm looking for. You know, silver certificate, red seals, anything old. And she said she'll put it aside for me if she gets something. So I said I should be coming in, at least I could come in every week, because now that I'm ordering coins from that area, I can stop in there every week, you know. It's only across the street. Across the street. Across the bridge, we'll say. From one bank to the other. So yeah, that'd be nice too. And I did get a red seal. I don't know if I showed you this, guys. I did get a red seal from her. Was it last week? But I did get a red seal. This is what I'm looking for. Old stuff. 1953A series. I love finding these. That is so cool. been a while. It's been, I'm going to say, a couple years since I found and got a red seal. That is awesome. Is that cool or what? I love finding them. I love it. Gotta ask. I mean, how many times you get $2 bills and like, it's been a long time since I've gotten a red seal $2 bill to add to my stack. Yeah. Even to find an old bill, I haven't found the real old bill yet in a while either. Like a 10 or 5, 50, 100. I haven't found one of them in a long time. Every now and then one will pop up. I did get an old $100 bill, but it wasn't old style, we'll call it. Small head, we'll call it, the other day. Got it from actually got it from the credit union. I'm not going to save it because there's nothing special about it. Boo box. Yeah, that was definitely a boo box. We did get an 87. Yeah, I picked up 4 boxes from the bank that I normally get them at, 2 enders, and that's it. A couple heavies. I'm just wondering. I think we'll do one of the. It's an NIFC. It's the first clad, that's the only one I save. I don't save the 2002s to present. I only ever got into saving the 87s. So they were in mint set. That's the only way you could get them. They were not intended for circulation. There was only, I think, don't quote me, like 2.5 million of them minted for Denver and Philadelphia. Don't quote me on that. I think that's correct. Yeah. But you find them, I save them. I've been saving every one. Got a lot of them. It's very rare to find one that's like these here. They're like not the best of shape. But normally when you find them, they're like in really good shape. These are decent shape, but these 2 that we found today are not like really, really, really nice. They're just regular, so they've been out there for a while. So the only time I don't keep one if it's like unrecognizable almost. It's in such bad shape. There's no sense keeping it. Yeah, I just save them. The only NIFC that I keep is that. That's it. When I first started doing this, I was saving every NIFC that I would get. And it's like, there's no way I could keep. There's so many of them. It's unreal. You'll go broke over time just saving all the NIFCs. So I just stopped saving them and I just kept the 87s. I know for something that's not intended for circulation, all of a sudden you just start finding. You might not find any NIFCs at all, but sometimes you'll get boxes that are just loaded with them. So. And over a period of, I'm working on, I think, on my 7th year. Just imagine if I saved every NIFC that I ever found, I'd probably wouldn't have money to go get coins. You can't save every coin that you find, you know. I mean, you could, but sooner or later you're going to run out of money, even if it's $1 here, $10 there. You do that over a period of 7 years. Yeah. Thousands of dollars worth of NIFCs just sitting around that ain't worth much more than face value anyways, unless you find somebody to buy them from you, which I don't buy and sell, so it's no sense me keeping them. But the 87s, I keep those. It's more manageable, I guess you could say. Here's a 2011. That's an NIFC from Denver. Somebody marked it. I mean, if you started saving all your NIFC, that's the only first NIFC I've seen other than the 87 today. So if you start saving all your NIFCs, yeah, 50 cents a piece. Yeah, it adds up. So. Yeah, I used to save, like, when I first started doing it, I didn't know what to do, so I just started saving everything. And I'm like, you got to choose what you want to save, what you want to do. So I chose what I want to do. All the silver, 87s proofs. Look for DDOs and DDRs. Only on the when I'm doing this, I'm only looking for nicer coins. We did find a nice 1974 DDO list near the end of last year. Probably the best one I've ever found. And we did actually happen to see it, find a die rotation actually in the same hunt. So that was kind of a freak thing to happen when you're doing it like this, to find a die rotation. And I'm not even looking for them. It was just a coincidence that I caught it, man. Yeah, Rough Fine Stretch. I also found there was a 64. There was one that the 64s was actually the DDO FS101, so that was pretty cool too. I think he said it added like $10 value to the coin. So let's roll 25. No theme. There's paper everywhere. Trying to keep my mess cleaned up here. Static clean. So much static clean in here. All right, next 25. You think we'll find something? I hope so. It would be nice. This paper is not being very pleasant. There's a 2002. That's really started off the next NIFCs was in 2002. Up until 2000, up to 2020, I think, and then 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I think 25 was supposed to be an NIFC. 23, 24, 22, 21. I'm not sure if 20 is an NIFC or not. I forget. I think it's not, or it is. Definitely 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25 are not NIFCs. Gold Maple, how are you doing today? Yeah. They all have scuffs or rim marks on them. You got scuffs on the new coins? Cool, that's great. Roll 30. Yeah, I just don't feel like the break throws have always been my nemesis, and I just never have confidence, or I have no high expectations, I guess you could say, for these black rolls. Ever. Unless you throw me an ender out, I say there's no silver. And there's a roll with no new ones in it at all. Yeah, I just felt we'd start, since I have two enders, I would start off with the box with the one heavy one with an ender, and then end the other box. I figured since it had, in a sense, four heavy ones and an ender, I would do that next. So we're hoping to find some silver in between there. Yeah, we found 164, and then Yeah, we already found 164 in the first box and 240 and 340s in that box, and 87 and approved. So we did get 190 and 340s out of that first box. So the thumbnail was a 90. The 226.7 was a 90. So yeah. I do have my next ender is a heavy roll of 226.9 and SM. Or is it WF? No, it's SM. Okay. Thanks for stopping in. If we don't see you again, enjoy the rest of your weekend and stay warm. Yeah, it's cold. It's brutal. I can't believe how cold it is. It is cold out. Unreal. Yeah, they're worth about, I'm just saying $10 right now based on the price of silver. So I think they were like 11 or 12 something when I looked before I started the stream, and the 90s were just shy around 28. So we're just going to say 10 and 25 a piece. So not bad. It still blows my mind to think even though silver dropped down, when I first started doing this, a 40 was only worth around, $3.50, $4. And if you can get $10 for it today, it still just blows your mind. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy to think that a 40 is worth over $10. Hell, what? Before silver dropped, the 40 was worth over $40. I mean, the 90 was worth over $40. It's crazy. Yeah. We're looking, but we're only looking for the nicer ones to look at. So far, I haven't looked at any of the 71, 72, 74s. Just don't find too many nice ones anymore. They're out there. So, yeah, these two boxes here weighed really light. There was a lot of 224s. I was supposed to mark one that was 224.3 or something, but I don't remember which box it was in now. Should have marked it better. No, it's not. Unless it's silver. Worth a half a dollar. 50 cents. Would love to find one. 10 rolls to go. I'm just debating whether to do the 48 rolls next, get them out of the way, or I feel like hunting a Loomis box next. I think I'm going to hunt a Loomis box next. Just to see what might be in it. So I'm just hopeful, like my 4 boxes, 2 had enders. I'm just hoping since there's sister boxes, which no guarantees, that hopefully there's one silver in one of those other 2 boxes. So, and then I call the other 2 boxes extra boxes. They're kind of like, man, there's nothing jumping out of them either. Yeah. Well, you mean for 2026? Yeah, I can't wait to get to see the new design in hand. So yeah, the half dollar does have its own design. I forget what's on it, but yeah, it's cool. All I remember is it's cool. The nickel is the lame-o one, I guess you could say, out of the bunch. But yeah, the dimes, quarters got some cool designs. The half's got a cool design. Nickel is basically a nickel with a double date. They really did nothing with it. So yeah, I'm actually hoping to get a brand new box of 2026s one day. I'm going to save those. They're only supposed to be making them 1 year, but yeah. It's going to be a cool coin. I always find a black one every now and then, just like that black there. Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, if the bank, the one bank sent a bag ahead. There's Dennis. I was just thinking, say your name again. I was wondering how you're making out. How you making out? Do we have? Yeah, they have the. Around here, they really don't. You just got to the shipper. Oh, so you got unloaded. You got to the other location. That's good. Yeah, the only dollar coin that's in circulation you could say here is the 1979, which is the Susan B, and then you have the Sacagawea dollar, gold dollar, but it never caught on like Canada did the dollar coin, the loonie, the toonie, you know, and that's just the way it is. In this country here, is never caught on to. I mean, it really is circulated coin, but it's not something that's like used on a normal basis, I guess you could say. It never caught on because when they wanted to eliminate the dollar bill, but somebody had a brainstorm. Yeah, those are more or less it. Yeah, and then I think at a certain year they were really considered NIFCs. I don't know what year that is. When it came, I'm assuming when it came to the presidential dollars. But what was I trying to say? They wanted to eliminate the dollar bill. This is the last roll, by the way. So this will definitely be a blue box. But when they made the dollar coin, they made the Susan B. Anthony, and what it represented was it looked like a quarter. So that's really didn't set the tone. So now that is a true boo box. There was nothing that I found that I was looking for in that box. So what we're going to do is, I don't have anything up for me, so we're just going to use a battery. That's the battery from the short as the boo box thing. Boo. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I watch Emmanuel Workbench. So yeah, loonies and toonies. But yeah, it never caught on here. Just like the $2 bill. I mean, they still make the $2 bill, but it's not like it's not a normal thing. People like see a $2 bill like, oh my god, $2 bills. They're still making them. It's not like the 1, 5, 10, 20, and 50. You know, and 100. It just never caught on. So they do have a $1 coin, the $2 bill, which they could eliminate the $2 bill and make, you know, it's never going to happen. And you're going, and now it's going to be going, we're going to say sooner or later, to a cashless society. So there's no sense like starting now, I guess. Yeah. Silver dollar coins. That'd be cool. Get some of them in circulation. That'd be awesome. Yeah. Okay. Let's what do I want to hunt? Do I want to do the 48 Brinks rolls and get them out of the way? Or do I want to hunt we'll hunt one of the sister boxes of the Loomis boxes that this was in. How's that? That's what we'll do. We'll do one of those. I'm going to have one of those. One of those. Actually, one of these will have a 226 in it. One of these has a 226 in it, actually. Up you go. There's some new enders here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 4, 5. At least 5 new enders that I see. There's probably more, but we do have a 226. No guarantee there's going to be silver in it, but it would be nice to see some silver in a light heavy roll. How's that? So this is a sister box of this pickup. So we got four boxes on this pickup yesterday. So we're gonna hopefully see some silver. Hopefully. So what's in the Canadian commemorative set? How many silver coins are there? I'm assuming the nickel is definitely not silver. What about the dime, quarter, half? Do they still make the $50 in Canada? I don't know. I never found the Canadian $50. Never. It's kind of weird. I never found the Canadian $50. And it's just, I cannot believe that. I know they made them, but yeah. I've been doing this. Will be my 7th year. I've never even the nickels even silver. That would be cool. That's a cool set. That's 1991. 2021. 24. That's cool. Yeah, I just watched Emmanuel's quarter hunt from the other day. He got a silver quarter. You don't get too many silvers anymore, but they're out there yet. There's hardly any new coins. I mean, most bicentennials, you'll find them. They're really nice shape because people, when they first came out, that's why there's no 1975s, because in 1975 they were too busy making bicentennials for 76. And everybody was hoarding them or collecting them, and then over time they finally realized that they're not worth anything. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool set. Pretty cool set. Right now, we're getting mostly older coins in this box. There's a 2009, 88. Somebody hunted this back on 1 of 22. 4 years ago. A little over 4 years ago. That's pretty cool. Yeah, right now this box is not as new coin as the last box was. Yeah, there are no 1975 $50 because they were too busy minting the bicentennial. Another one with water damage, I'm going to say on it. What you could do is keep getting boxes and hope there's going to be silver in them. $234. I guess that's not too bad. Yeah, I don't buy anything. Another one of those 225s. We had one of them in the other box. So hoping there's some silver. I'm hoping there's at least a 40%er in here. I'm hoping. Right now we're averaging 3.5 coins per box. See, there's a lot of nicer bicentennials in here. It's hard to tell maybe by looking, but you can see that somebody, I'm going to say, dumped some rolls of nicer bicentennials. Normally they look about the same, but then you'll get some that are pretty nice. So yeah. Yeah, you figure how many, I don't know how many, there were a lot of bicentennials made. I figure 2 years worth of them in a sense. So yeah. I've already got a box of coins. It's been a long time. They were all bicentennials. I've never seen nothing like it in my life. Somebody must have been saving a lot of bicentennials and they dumped them all because it was a whole box of bicentennials. It's like, what are your odds, you know? It's been a long time, but yeah, you can't find silver in all bicentennials. Well, you can if there's a bicentennial silver, but yeah, that was crazy. There's a couple new in. Oh, we're going to find silver. Roll number 11. Last box was roll number 12, but we're going to find silver. It's a 225, one of our heavier rolls, 225.6. 1966. That is cool beans. We got silver in the second Loomis box from my pickup. So we're going to have 3 out of 4 at least. We have silver. Always a bust. You got to keep trying now. 225.2. That was so nice to see a silver come out of that box. That's awesome. We only need 9 silver coins today to average 1 a box. What Jess found. Look what Jess found. How you doing? Yeah. You got to keep trying. Sometimes it's been a while and I don't want to repeat it, but I forget how many boxes when Dennis and I were doing them together. I think it was well over 20 boxes in a row. I forget what the number was that we got skunked. No silver. Our streak. Yeah, Mr. Cladded would be a better idea because he had, I think, 20-some boxes and we beat him by a lot. So, yeah. Seen a lot with some water damage. Seen some coins with some water damage on in here. Just like the 5th or 6th one. A little bit of water damage. Yeah, there's some streaks you don't want to beat. I can tell you that. I think we went for like over a month. No, all the boxes we did. No silver. And that's when we were like, are they taking the silver out of the boxes? You know what I mean? Are they taking them out? That's what it made you think. It's like, they're taking the silver out now. It's all true. And we finally started getting silver again. It's like crazy. You got to keep trying now. If you don't try, you'll never get anything. Oh, yeah, that's cool. I don't have any Mexican silver that I'm aware of. I know I have some Canadian silver coins, dimes, and quarters. Indoor. In the door. In the door. I'm getting there. Well, good news is you're going to get loaded, we hope. Get your ass home. Get your ass home. You're missing this beautiful cold weather we're having here. Brutally cold. Yeah, when I walked outside at what, 11 o'clock about, it's like, it's cold out. But then when I got into the wind, I think we're going to have another one. I think we're going to have a third one right there, a third coin. That looks like it's silver. I've been fooled before, but I think that's a silver. Here we go, number 2. That's roll number 19. 1967. That's 2. Cool beans. That's awesome. You got to be in Mexico or Canada to find them now. All right, roll number 20, 225.5. I'm assuming you're hunting coins. How are you making out hunting? What are you finding in with your hunts, I guess you could say, in Canada? And Canada has that alloy recovery program that's been going on for years, so that's what makes it more difficult to find silver in Canadian rolls. You have to get more that's customer wrapped to get them, I'm going to assume. So one thing about this, even though there's some new enders, there's not a lot of new enders inside this box. Two silver coins so far. I'm happy. I got circulated boxes this week, and we have silver enders. We have silver on the inside, a couple 87s. We got a proof. We got a one proof. No, I don't. I mean, what have I found? Let's see. Hold on one second. I actually separated all of my coins by country, we'll say, the other day, and let's see what we have here. I mean, I have Great Britain, Philippines, Singapore, Mexican. Here we go, Mexican. Dominican, Cayman Islands, Belize, Bahamas, Ecuador, Australia, Trinidad, Jamaica, Colombia, Slovakia, East Caribbean states, Turkey, Bermuda, United Arab Emirates, France, Australia, South Korea, Japan, Thailand, Poland, Ireland, Barbados, United Kingdom, and I have a questionable one because I don't know what they are. Ta-da! Mexican. Yeah, I have found some Mexican coins. I believe, I don't want to say these came out of, I know this one came out of a roll, I believe. And I don't know if this one came out of the bag. But those are the only, I know I have more than this. I used to give all my stuff to my daughter, but I'm going to start saving it and keeping it separated. So put them in cups right now for now until I figure out what to do with them. But yeah, that's what, plus I have Canada. Canada, and I have some euros I'm starting to save. I'm starting to save my own stuff. But yeah, we have Canada. We have Canadian. We have lots of Canadian change right now. This is what I got at the end of last year. So yeah, we found a toonie in a $50 bag, and I thought there was a loonie here, but maybe that was, I gave that to my daughter before I started keeping everything. So I'm keeping everything from Canada now in a separate. Yeah, but yeah, that's what we have for Canadian coins: quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies, and a toonie. But I have found loonies too already. But yeah, it's very hard. But the toonie came out of a coin, out of the bag, a $1 bag. So I'm starting to keep everything myself now and keep it separated. I mean, there's other countries that aren't represented that I have in cups. I found Italy. Yeah, over the years you find, it's amazing what kind of foreign coins you find in $50 rolls, dime rolls, nickel rolls, quarter rolls, the bags, you know, Coinstar. I mean, I still have to do, I have my first coin here from Israel. So yeah, it's crazy. I believe I have found the Mexican silver. I would have to go back and pull my stuff up to see what I have. But there's definitely a bunch of coins you're seeing with water damage. Like, yeah. Do have Canadian silver. I know I have Canadian dimes and quarters. I believe I do have a Mexican silver, but I just don't recall what it would be. Yeah, 92.5. And then 68 was the last year, and they're only 50% silver. That's half the box, 240s. Not bad. It's amazing, like what you'll find over time for foreign coins. It's just amazing what gets in our coins. I mean, it's just like Canada. I mean, Canada. When I first started watching Emmanuel's Workbench, it's amazing how many U.S. coins are in Canada. It just blows your mind. It's like a normal function. Yeah. Like a normal thing. Hey Dan, how you doing? Any luck this week? I mean, you're seeing a lot of nicer bicentennials in this box. I mean, they haven't been out in circulation for a really long time. All right, 226. I'm hoping there's at least a 40 in here, but I don't weigh them for heavy for 40s. I'm looking for 90s, so let's see if hopefully there's something in here. I actually see something right there. I think that might be silver. I see white. It looks like white. I hope it is white. Oh, yeah, look at that bright white. And what's this over here? Look at this. That's clad. It just throws you up. That is silver there. It looks like a proof. Is that a proof? Special mint set? Wow, look how nice this thing is. Look at this beauty. This is a blazer here. Wow. I don't even think that's just a nice 1969. Dude, that's about the nicest one I've ever found. That is not a proof. That's a 69D, 40%er. Wow, what a blazer. And this one here looked odd. This might be silver. Oh my God, there's two of them. No way. Look at that. Somebody opened up a roll of 69s and dumped them. Oh my God. That's probably the nicest 40%. Is there any other ones in here? Wow, that is crazy cool. What are your odds? Two in the same roll, 69s. Wow, I thought that looked silver, but then it had that big old copper in there, but that's a 40 for you. That's a good roll, man. That is awesome. I mean, this is what they normally look like when you find them, but look at these. These are blazing. Somebody opened up a roll. Almost looked like it was going to be a proof. That's awesome. We got two out of that roll. Wow. Now, what do you write? That means if there's somebody threw that away, opened up a roll, there's still another 38 to find. Where are they at? Wouldn't that be cool? Those are blazers there, buddy. You don't find them much nicer than that. I don't think you can find them nicer than that. Yeah, it's amazing. The one has a silver look and the other one has a clad look because we just have that clad later in there. So 40% silver, 60% clad, you know. So what are your odds of finding two of those in one roll and not finding anything else in the box? I don't know. We're going to find out. That is crazy cool. It's not bad, though, because we have 4 in the first box of the Loomis, 4 in the second box of the Loomis, and I have 1 ender. So that's going to give us 9 silver coins at least. So we're going to average 1 a box. So that is awesome. Oh, I think we have another one. Third one in there. 1968 D. Wow. What's this dirty coin here? Bicentennial. Not a silver one. 2015. That's awesome. We're up to 9 silver coins now. That's awesome. Definitely averaging. It'll go a little bit over 1 a box. So this is roll what, 33. 33. Can we get some more? Yeah, I thought we were going to have a proof coin there for a second. I thought it was going to be a 90. That'd be cool. Have we gotten our proof yet this year? No. Proof silver? Not yet. We got Cuba. I found my... Hey, Dave Vincent, how you doing? We did find a farm. We did find Cuba, my first Cuban coin. That was... I think it's 925 silver, right? No. 90% silver. 90% silver? Is it 925? I forget what it was. But yeah, Cuban. First Cuban I've ever found silver. First Cuban coin. How you doing, Dan, Vincent? What'd you find, Dan? You've had 3 boxes searched, 440%. It's not bad. Not bad. Congratulations. Getting something, but wait for them mega boxes now. I was going to say it kind of looks silver, but I think it's just dirty. That's just dirty. A lot of dirty coins in this one. Yeah, not bad. Congratulations. I'm glad to see you're getting boxes again. Deborah wanted me to ask you, I just don't remember. Are you having problems getting penny boxes? I'm assuming not if you got 4. She was here. She's got a company, so I don't know if she's coming back or not. So 4 penny boxes. I mean, Digging Dave did a video not too long ago with 10 boxes of pennies. Apparently, he's not having a problem getting pennies. I don't know why that's around here. None of the banks can order them from the Fed. It's just, I don't get it. I don't get it. That was a 7. That's not even going to be a lucky 7, huh? I'm happy. We got 5 out of this one so far. We still have 11 rolls to go. What is this dirt? Keep wanting to roll away. Keep wanting to roll away. Keep getting these water damaged ones. Yeah. Is that all you got this week was pennies? Another water damaged one. I can see 2 of them. This one here is water damaged. And this one's water damaged. There's another one. All right, 224.7. Yeah, just pennies. Did you open them up yet? What'd you find? Anything good? What's going on? It's crazy. I mean, I don't know what it is around here. The banks and credit unions cannot get pennies at all from the Fed. You can't order them. It's just kind of weird. I just don't understand. Oh, you got a 1919. That's a good one. That's a good one. You better enjoy it while you can, because sooner or later you're not going to be able to get them. So, crazy. I don't know. We're going to find another silver. And what's this? This looks kind of odd. No, 74. Only 1 proof so far today. You mean to tell me the machine spit out a silver nickel? I didn't think they would. I've never found a silver nickel at a Coinstar or at any of the machines that spit out silver normally, you know. I just assumed that the machines would not spit out 35% silver, but that's pretty cool if it did. You did good. You had a little bit to the stack. Paid for the gas anyways. That's amazing, those 269s in one roll. And there's going to be no other one. So there's definitely 38 more out there, I'm going to say, floating around somewhere. But doesn't look like we're going to get them. Oh, you saw it. So it didn't spit it out. See, I don't think the nickels, I hunt my nickels. I can't try to dump them and hopefully pray it spits it out, because I'm not going to purposely throw a silver nickel in a machine. Is that silver? Is that a silver? Or is that a dirty coin? I think it's a dirty coin. Dirty coin, yes, dirty bicentennial. That's what I mean. Some of them are dirty. Very dirty. Bitty, bitty, bitty dirty. I was hoping to get some more silver, but I ain't not complaining with 5 silver coins in a box. 2 rolls to go. Now there's only 1 to go. Hey Matthew, how you doing today? Our last roll in this great box, 224.7. Can't believe we got 269s, almost brand new in a roll, and no other ones in there. So there's 38 silver coins, brand new, floating around. That was a really good box. Can it get better? But yeah, 3 regular ones. But look at these beautiful 1969 Blazers. Unreal out of that one roll. That is crazy. And then you had the 3 normal 40s. But yeah, that is crazy cool. I'm going to say there's 38 more nice 1969s floating around out there in La La Land. So what we're going to do is, I'm happy with that. We're going to hunt the other, oh my God, the buckets are stuck together. I don't do. Hold on, I need a bucket. I can't. Oh my gosh, these buckets do not come apart. All right, I need a bucket. There we go. We have a bucket. We have a bucket. All right, I'm going to hunt the Brinks box and get that out of my hair. And then we can focus on the Loomis boxes. So I picked this box up yesterday. Customer picked up 2 rolls prior to me getting there, but almost a full box. No heavy ones, no enders, no light ones. Just a hope. So let's hope we get a silver out of one of these. This pile. This was the first box. The thumbnail was a 64 from Philly, and then we had 3, and then we had 1 ender, 65, and I found 2 other 40s, and then I did find an 87 from Philly, and we did get 184 clap proof. But yeah, only 1 proof so far today. And then the second box, there was actually an 87 Philly enders. Not the best shape, but I'm keeping it. But yeah, we did pretty good. We got 2 87s from Philly, a proof. A 64 was our thumbnail, and 340. So we got 4, and then we just did get 5 40s out of that last box. So we're up to 9 silver coins. I do have 1 ender in the last box I'm going to do, which is a 226.9. So I'm assuming that's a 90. And then there's, I think, a 226.3 and 226 even in that box. So I'm hoping, because this box and this box was the same pickup. And the 2 boxes that I get and going to get every week, hopefully from now on, are a lot of new enders. So it's not the same, not the same look. And I did pick this up yesterday. I know Brinks are my worst boxes. This was the Brinks box. This was the Brinks. This is a skunk. That's just a skunk. I put that up there as the battery because I don't have any pennies up here. I put everything away from my coin store finds. But yeah, all that change that was in that coin store, you would have thought there'd be a silver dime in there, but all that change, that was crazy. So far, we've only hunted, what is a nice 1985. It's a nice 1983, but it has its FG. I've hunted 1 Brinks box last week. I'm going to call it, well, it's guarded box with Brinks rolls, but so far, no silver out of Brinks rolls. How's that sound? That just makes you think that Brinks is taking them out, but we'll find out. I'm hoping not. Yeah, I'm glad to hear you're getting coins again. I'm glad you're getting some silver, so hopefully you get a mega box. They sure did. I mean, when I checked, a 40 was still worth over $11 when I started, and a 90 was just around $28. But it's amazing, like, yeah, they were over $40, and I think it was over $15 for a 40. What does that say? MR M122? What does that say? Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen that before. M122 maybe? Yeah, I've never seen that before. And the dimes, the silver dimes before the silver drop were over $8 a piece. Now they're down to like, well, I checked the other day, they were $5.50. I was down at Preston's house, and he had some change he'd gotten out of the car, his mom's car, putting a little thing in, and he mixed it with his, and I dumped it out to see what might be in it. Right there was a silver dime, so I checked. It was $5.50. That was on Thursday. So yeah, it took a big drop. But still, if you can get a silver dime worth $5, not bad. When I checked this morning, I think silver was 77 something. I don't know what it is right now, but yeah, it was all the way down to 60 something this week. It was down to 60 something. Like, I don't want to say 63 or 68, but definitely 68. I think 63 was the lowest. That's crazy, from like 120 down to 70, We'll just say 70. That's a $50 drop. We lost half our value. No. Still worth more than $30 an ounce, so yeah, it's still good. Sometimes I feel it's going to go back down to $30 again. Yeah. It's crazy how it's what it did, But it is what it is. They said there's nothing really driving the price of silver. So yeah, mine weren't. That's what I was afraid of. Last week it was only 4 boxes of new ones because the other bank got miscommunication. So I'm kind of glad I didn't get them from the other bank, because they probably would have been new. And I was really shocked. I was not shocked, but when I opened the box up, I'm like, oh my God, I got a circulated box. I thought I was going to get brand new coins for the next month, So I did get circulated boxes. I'm grateful for that. And I did get 2 silver enders, so really grateful for that. So can't beat that. And right now we're making up for last week, I guess you could say. We have nine silver coins on the board. I have an ender, a couple of heavy ones. Well, 2 of them are light heavy, but hopefully they're I'm hoping there's some more of those beautiful 69s in there. Somebody dumped them. Is that silver? Nice silver. Is that silver? No. It's just a pretty good start of a Faker 77. I would love to see a silver out of a Brinks box right now. Brinks have been my nemesis. Nemesis boxes. He shall not get silver from us. Yeah, last week when I went to go get my boxes at the new bank, and she's like, "What can I help you with?" I said, "I'm here to pick my coins." She's like, "I didn't order them for you." So we made sure that we got that straightened out now. So I even made sure again this week when I got them, I said, "I'm just going to keep getting them for now." Nah, I haven't talked. I think about Roy, but I just have not talked to him for a while. So, yeah. He wasn't working there for a while, and then he got back to work. And think about calling him sometime, but it's just amazing how fast your day goes with everything you're normally doing, you know? Because normally when I call him or talk to him, we talk for like a long time. That's a nice 73D. Let's see if it's the DDO or DDR, I guess one could say. Whoa. I need to minimize that. There we go. That blew up in my face so big it just about blew my eyes out. That is a shiny coin. Yep, got its FG and it's not the DDO or DDR. That is Denver. Almost looks proofish when you stick it under the scope, but it's not a proof. It's a Denver. Yeah. Yeah, not that man, it's so windy. How's the temperature out where you're at right now? It's got to be cold. I'm assuming you're cold out there too. At least the sun's shining. That's some warmth through the windows. Yeah, I'm going to hunt this box, and then I'm going to hunt one of the boxes from the other bank, which there's a lot of new enders in it. That's what scares me, but yeah, I'd love to get some Iowa boxes again, but I'm good with it. I just don't have as much time. Like, I know it's the same amount of time in a day. It's 24 hours in a day, but it just 31 and sunny. You're like scorcher. We're only in like 8 degrees here. Doesn't even show on the computer what the temperature is outside right now, but it's only supposed to be like, here it was supposed to be a high of 10, but then it was only showing a high of 8 before I started streaming. Yeah, and it's windy as hell. It's windy. It's brutal. Brutal. There's not a lot of new coins in here, actually. $31. I would think it being north or up there, I think you'd be closer to Canada. It'd be colder, but actually you're not doing too bad. My wife yesterday. My wife's in Florida for a couple days. She texted me and said I had to go buy a hat and gloves. It was so cold. I think it was in the 40s yesterday. 30, 40 something or 36 or something. It was. I told her when she left, I said, you should just cancel, wait till next week. I know it's Valentine's next weekend. We're going to dinner Saturday, but yeah. It'll be a lot warmer next week than it will be this weekend. Yeah. Yeah. Get some nicer looking edges, but 79s and 78s, it seems like. Yeah, 31. Very windy. Very windy here. It's supposed to be like minus 10 to 20 degrees, I guess, with the wind chill. That's cold. We're not built for that kind of weather. I'm gonna have to fill the wood stove up. It's like it's cold out. Once that wind, I hit that wind, it's like, wow, it is cold out. Very cold. It's sunny though. Sunny here. It's like Florida. I mean, I think it was last week or something. Florida down in Miami, the high was down to like 36 degrees for a low, I think. Jacksonville was in the 20s for a low. That's crazy. You think of Florida, you think of sun, warmth. Not like it's cold down here. I'm pretty sure you don't have anybody waiting in line at the swimming pool down at Disney, huh? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hunt this box, and I'm gonna hunt one of the extra box. I'm always gonna consider them extra boxes. Hunt an extra box. Papa Giorgio, how you doing? Yeah, shorts weather. I don't know how people do it, but like it could be like a day like today. I'm not saying they are, but cold days, you see people walking around wearing shorts. I'm like, what are these people? Yes. Oh my God, I got clothes on and I'm cold. The cat's blocking your. Yeah. Oh man. You know, I have cable. Yeah, believe it or not. And knock on wood, I've never had any problem with my cable till it started getting super cold. Feels like 11. Well, you're warm there. It's only like right now, what's it say in my area? It's saying 9 degrees. 9 degrees. And I don't know what the wind chill is, but I'm pretty sure it's colder. It's probably the 0. 9 degrees. It's showing. I don't know why it shows the next town over for me instead of my town. Let's see what my town is. Probably the same, but I want to see. So confused why it always does that when I'm in one town. And it's showing 8 degrees where I'm at. 8 degrees. It's 8 now. It's 4 p.m. It's supposed to be 7, 5, 6. It's supposed to get down to 2 degrees at 7 a.m. And it's going to be windy. That's cold, boy. I don't even remember what I was talking about before we started. Yeah, it's cold. 18's a scorcher. Yeah, my cattle, I have 2 cats. So I was giving them treats on the floor, on the plate. And then the one cat, she usually just only eats a little bit, she'll walk away. But then the other cat eats everything. So I started putting her plate up on the thing where the TV's at. And she would jump up there and eat her treats when she felt like it. Then the other one realized what was going on, so now I can't even save her treats. I'll even put them up on a higher thing, and the other cat learned that too. I can't put them anywhere without this cat getting the other treats. So once in a while it should be, the cable, that's what we were talking about. I never had a problem with my cable. And when it started getting cold, it started doing it was all digitally messed up. It looked like, I don't know. And then you couldn't hear it. You couldn't hear Or it would just freeze at an image. So I thought it was the box. I went and got a new, I told him what it was. The lady gave me a new box. And I needed a new remote anyways because the remote just wasn't working very well. I mean, I've only had it for like forever. I think the last time when the cable guy was here the other day, I said, I think it's been like almost 20 years since somebody's been in this house from the cable company. So they had some, there was some boosters, the booster single down in the basement. And for some reason, from what I get from it, that's a nice, another nice 1979, but something about the stuff that's outside does something to do something with the single. I can't remember what he said. So it tries to adjust based on the temperature. But with these boosters that were in the basement, it was actually screwing everything up. All he had to do was take the boosters out. Everything worked fine. It was weird. So yeah. So he says these things are like ancient. They don't ever use them anymore. So there's all that, because the other day, like it seemed like once it warmed up, it's like the TV was fine. So I didn't call. And then the next day, okay, it's messed up. And then I realized, I'm thinking, seems like when it gets warmer, everything seems to work better. So that's what it was. Like the other day it warmed up, I'm watching TV, and every now and then you'd see a little twitch, you know, but other than that, it was working fine. So I changed the cable off, the coax off. We unplugged everything for a while, and then it seemed to work. And then as time went on, it just got worse again because it started getting really, really cold. So I didn't want to miss watching the Super Bowl. That would really irritate me if I couldn't watch the Super Bowl. So yeah, we're good. We're good. Let's hope everything works fine. We are not built for this cold at all. I mean, there's not a lot of new ones in this box, but no silver either. So these Brinks boxes, I just don't know if we're ever going to find silver and Brinks ever again. But I'm hoping that there's another shiny one, but it's probably 79. Nope, 74 Philadelphia. Last roll in this terrible box. Sometime next week, I think we're supposed to hit 40. It's going to be a scorcher. I told my wife we're going to have to put our bikinis on. Yeah. Yeah, it's like I wear my coats for a certain temperature. Once it gets so cold, I have to put the heavier coats on. And then when it warmed up like in the 30, like low 30s, I was really hot because it's like, yeah. But I didn't want to put my other coats on because it's just going to stay cold because, yeah, that was terrible. And I want to make a sticky note for me to remind me that there was $20 missing from that. $20 missing. Yeah, hits 40 degrees. It's like bathing suit weather, you know. Yeah, I'm not putting bathing suit on for 40 to 30 degrees. 40 degrees. Just, yeah. Wait till when it, like spring comes or something, all of a sudden it hits 70 or 80 degrees. It's like it's gonna be so hot, it's gonna be unbearable, you know. All right, so what we're gonna do now is do a box from my extra bank, we'll call it. So we're gonna do an extra box. So I'm not gonna say still Loomis. I just mark them with an X because they're the extra boxes that I'm now getting. The first boxes I got, they had, I got my first Walking Liberty. I think there was a Walking Liberty. I don't remember if I got 2 coins in that or 1. I know I did get my Walking Liberty out of the 1. But yeah, these boxes, they are loaded with new enders. So let's hope there's some. Are these 2023s or 20? That's 24 Denvers. Yeah, 24 Denvers. You know, we usually get 23 fillies. That's when there's usually silver mixed in with them. But okay, this will be one of my extra boxes, and then we're going to do an extra box. Then we're going to do a sister box of these, and then we're going to do an extra, and then we're going to do the one with the enders. So there will be silver here, between here and there, but not bad for new ones considering how many enders there are. There's 2023 filly. 23 fillies. So it's going to be a mix of 23s and 24s. I mean, these all come from the same carrier. So it's just a day difference. No, I have not. I think about him once in a while. I mean, every time I see a Ukraine flag hanging around, there's one place I go by, it's always there. Think about him, you know, all the time. So I hope he's doing well. I don't know. I think about him often. I wonder how he's doing. But I think a lot of people every now and then often. Yeah. Yeah, there's a roll with a bunch of new ones in it. Yeah. Yeah, this I was hoping when I got, you know, those 4 boxes, there's a 225-7. Will it be a lucky 7? That'd be nice. A lucky 7 would be nice, but I don't see any silver. Here's a mix. Yeah, at least I made an attempt to go to other banks on Thursday to try to get more bags of halves. I feel good about that. I did get some quarter bags. That's all I got was quarter. What's I got? I got 2 boxes of halves. Turned out to be skunks. I didn't plan on anything better than that. And we got 4 bags of quarters. And I got at least 2 silver quarters. I got 1 out of the 1 bag. The other bag has 1 in it that I can see, and I'm hoping there's. I mean, your odds of seeing a silver quarter in a bag is going to be like hard unless it's right there. And this one happened to be literally on, when I laid the bag down, it was literally on the bottom. It's like, there's a silver quarter. Because when I rolled the bag up to like look for more, I could not find that coin again, even though I know it's there near the bottom. So I'll tell you one thing, if I ever get a bag of dimes or nickels or quarters and I see a bunch of silver, oh, we're live streaming that thing right away. But it's going to be loaded. The one time I did a bag of nickels, I could see a silver. Oh my God, look at this roll. Nothing but newbies. Nothing but newbies. We're going to say they're all 24s. Yeah, that's crazy. Chris Colbo just put his first video up of the year, I believe it was. I forget how many silver coins he found, a couple. It's amazing how you can watch somebody's video and forget what they found. I know he found some silver, but I forget what he found. Sucks getting old, don't it? Big and Dave had an Ender dime box, and then when he's doing the other ones, he had 2 Ender boxes. He missed 1 Ender. I know he's definitely younger than I am. He's a puppy compared to me. Yeah. Sucks getting old. Been a while since I've missed an Ender. There's only 2 new old ones in this one, and they definitely are not silver. It's amazing how 1 roll will be solid, 1 roll will be nothing in it. Of new ones. Yeah. Only 1 proof so far today. Yeah. A lot of new ones. Yeah, he's like the digging Dave Dime dude. And I know sometimes I feel like commenting because he always, I don't want to say he complains about the $half boxes, but it's anything. I mean, you've got to keep at it to get them. You know, you have to keep at it. But the dimes are like a magnet to him for some reason. Yeah. Halves he doesn't have that good of luck with. And I think the quarters, what did he say? The quarters are the quarters? He's just getting a lot of brand new boxes, I think he says, with the quarters. I think that's what he said. I think his quarter boxes are mostly brand new ones. Yeah. I got lucky. I got 12 dimes. That bag, we should have done that bag of dimes last week. We had 12 silver dimes. I forget how many foreigns were in it. I put them in the cup and I separated everything, but yeah. There was a couple foreigns in it, and there was 12 silver dimes in that bag of dimes. That's my best bag of dimes yet. 12. I believe Coinacell said he got 30 in a bag. That'd be a good bag. $12 silver dimes. I can't wait to get my next silver because I can believe from when I picked up the dime, the coins last week, I called the same banks. The one bank had nothing last week. That bank had 3 quarter bags, which concerned me because I'm thinking car wash. I know there's a car wash and or laundromat people at one of these banks, or a couple of them. 55 Canadian, that's a goodie. And then the bank that usually has this, the one bank is like a bank that always has bags. And I called her up. She says, I have nothing. That's weird. Because they usually have, that's where I usually get my coins from the most. So the one bank had nothing. The other one had 3 bags of quarters. And the other bank that I first called, and the other 4 that I stopped at had nothing. I stopped at 4 other ones prior to making phone calls. They had nothing. I was hoping to get another bag of dimes or a bag of nickels. Oh yeah, I did that bag of nickels. There was no silver, no buffaloes, no V nickels, no foreigns that I saw in the nickels. Not a bad bag of nickels. Nickels, you usually find at least one something. No guarantees, but still. And the bag of nickels was a bust. That quarter bag was a bust. The other quarter bag has, I kept rolling it. I'm looking. Oh, I saw 2 foreign coins. One's 100 pesos, and the other one looks like a Balboa coin. So Balboa is what country? Doesn't have Balboa on it, but it's got that symbol it looks like on the back. Or shield, I guess you could call it, but there's something else on the front offers. Yeah. Yeah, there's no heavy ones. A lot of new ones in that one. Okay, roll 25. So I wanted to save just in case I was planning on getting brand new coins this week. So I wanted to have something to hunt. So it would have been 2 boxes of halves, which I made 3 boxes of halves, and I would have had a quarter bag, and the other quarter bag has a silver in the bottom. So I'm hoping there's more than 1 silver in there. But I'm happy. I got 4 bags, and 2 of them have silver in them. So the one had 1, and the other 2 had nothing, and the other one has 1. So 50% of the bags had silver this time. It's been a while since I've gotten a silver quarter. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Happy with that. Yeah, I see a 225.8 coming up. I'm hoping there's something in that, but these rolls, even though all these new coins in here, they've just been like light. A lot of 224s. It's about 50-50, I'm going to say, between the 4s and the 5s. But this is, you got all brand new coins based on 11.34. They only weigh 224.9. All brand new coins. So if you took all the brand new coins, let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. You got how many coins? How many coins is in there? It's $10. It's 20 coins, right? Yeah, I think so. Times 11.34. That just the coins alone should weigh 226.8 grams. So this wrapper will put you almost 227. Figure that one out. It only weighs 224.9. We're getting robbed. Yeah. With all new coins, there's a 220. There's a 225.8. It's probably that's our heaviest roll. Let's hope there's a silver would be nice. But yet, oh my God, is that a silver? Do we have a silver? I think we have a silver. I'm hoping that's silver now. I'm all excited for it. We got a silver out of our extra box. We got a 68D. All right. 225.8 will pay off today with a 40. That's awesome. Not one new coin in that roll. Boom doom. Boom skis. We have silver. That's pretty good. We're 3 out of 6 for Loomis. So 50% of our Loomis is going to have silver. It's going to be more than that because the one has an ender. So yeah, we're doing good. We are doing good today. I am happy. Makes up for last week, that's for sure. We have silver. We have silver. I will take it. Good. It's amazing, like, there's not one new coin in here? Yeah, 12024. How many gallons of gas a silver quarter half will buy? Yeah, I know. Just think, I mean, a silver quarter in January before the crash, this was worth over 20 bucks. $20. I was talking to the press and I said you could take a quarter and a silver dime and give it to them for lunch for 2 people if you get it for like only $20-some for lunch plus tip. And they probably laugh at you and say that's worth more than what you think. Now it's only worth half as much, but still worth more than a quarter. And just think, 90% used to be over $40. $40. Could you imagine taking this coin and going, here, takes care of lunch and the tip, and you get to keep the change? They would laugh at you. Yeah, but that's what its value was. It was. So now they're what, 20? When I started, it said 28 something for this, and it was like 11 or 12 something for this, but still, that's not bad. $25 bill and a $10 bill, so yeah. It's amazing. And then you got that roll loaded with newbies. I am happy we got at least one silver out of each Loomis box. And my extra box is going to give me one. Yeah, it blows your mind to where it went to where it's at. It's kind of like disappointing in a sense, but still you can't look at it that way because it's always going to be worth more than what you paid for it. You know? And it also blows your mind to think like you can find these coins in circulation. It's all brand new. Ain't going to work. All brand new. I would love to see a roll like that with one silver in the middle. And on that, that ain't silver. That's just dirty. That's a dirty coin. Dirty 72. Still find them. I mean, that's the nice part about this. You can still find silver in circulation that's a lot more than face value. So that is pretty cool. 77 Philadelphia. crazy. And Dennis is out in where's he at? He's out in Texas. He's out in El Paso or something. He's supposed to be getting loaded up now finally to come home. Yeah, heaviest roll 225.8. That was a silver, so. You go to the casino much, Dan? Another purple. We just saw a purple one in that last one. Yeah, my bag's overflowing. We can only push it down so far. If we only get 160, there's a 43 there. Like that one's 43. I know it's not super light, but yeah, I wish I would have known it too. Just think of the boxes we would have got 20 years ago. A lot more silver, I can tell you that. You wouldn't have all this diluted, thinning the mix stuff going on here. Wish I would have known this in 2000 or something, you know? There's a beautiful, there's a nice 1986. And usually when you get a nice 86 like that, there's usually an 87 close by. Bermuda, Bahamas. Bermuda fish. What's on a Bermuda penny? Is it still a fish, or is that? It's been so long since I've seen a penny one. The fish is on the nickel. Starfish. Hog or a boar? Okay. This one weighs 224.3. I'm just curious. I know it's not in my light range, but it is a lighter one. It's just amazing how you have all these new coins. No, just coincidence, that's all. And you have all that new coins in there, and it still weighs that light, you know? Are we only going to get one silver? Nice 84. 25.3. Oh, second to last roll. 225.3. I think we're going to get number 2. 1966. We got 2 out of this box now. Cool beans. It's amazing. Not one new one in that roll. All right, last roll. Can we get last roll luck? 225 even. I don't think we're going to get any more out, but I will take 2 out of that box. That's awesome. That is awesome. I think I'm going to hunt the sister box of this one since we found silver. I really didn't think we were going to find silver in it, but we will take 2 40s. That's another good box. That's another good box. Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. We're gonna do the sister box now. What do we got here? 2, 4, 6, 8. Somehow or another I have an extra box. So yeah. We're gonna do the sister box now. since we found silver. I really didn't think I was going to find silver in that box, but I am happy that we did. So, good news is we're going to average one a coin for these boxes. So that's good. I like to hear that. I like to see it too. This one kind of looks like the last one. It has a bunch of new enders, but it doesn't look as... This one has a bunch of new enders too, but it's not as extreme as the last box. So hopefully, doesn't matter how many new ones are in there. It's like how many silver might be in there. Okay, my point is, I'm actually going to be missing I'm missing a bucket here because I still got 3 boxes to do. I'm out of buckets. My buckets are full of coins. Let's see if the sister box can produce a silver coin. Let's see if we can do that for you. I don't have any more buckets. More buckets. We'll figure it out. You think we'll find a silver in this box? Anything's possible. 225.4. There's not a lot of heavy ones like 225.7s, 225.8s. I think the one box only had like, there's a water stain. I don't know if that's the same staining of water like the last box that did that, which was that one. That has a stained coin. Let's see if there's any more stained coins in here. We'll keep an eye because this one had a bunch of stained coins and this one's not. Look at that nice thing, 1991. Look at that 91 Denver. Crazy. Not one new coin in this roll. It's an MP. Yeah, I'm just wondering if I ordered boxes from the bank that has the Garda boxes with the Brinks rolls, how many boxes I'd have to order till they ran out of, there's a 2022, ran out of those Brinks boxes. For Garda to get their boxes with fresh coin, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep trying. Every time I go over, I'm gonna try to hit. I got 2 banks now that I know that have. They're stocking. Coins for customers, I guess you could say. Yeah. How many silver coins do you think we'll find in this box? I hope we find at least one. So far, we got 287. We only have 1 proof. What do we have? 287s, 1 proof, and yeah, that's it. 11 silver coins. So we're going to get at least 12 today. We know that. There's a 2010. This box is going to be a little different. There's a 2009. It's going to definitely be different than the last one. I didn't see one NIFC in the last one. This box is definitely going to be different. Is there 1 new coin in there? There's a 74 Philly. 2009. Definitely a different box, even though it's a sister box. This one's definitely different. 25. Usually you want to see the same stuff in the boxes. Right now, it's definitely different. Definitely. There's a 2002. There's a lot of NIFCs in this box. There's no doubt about that already. 10 rolls down. 224.9. 224.9. 24. Yeah. Here, Dennis would have popped back in by now, but yeah, he's in El Paso. He's way out there. Said it's 80 degrees out there. $25.1. Yeah, you'd like to have the box have the same look, I'll tell you that. But it's just amazing how you have a box next to another box when they grab them, and it's like a totally different look, you know? First one had a lot of new coins in it. Didn't see any NIFCs, and this one here is not showing the same look of all new ones. And there's a bunch of NIFCs. Not doing bad. It's only 3:30. We'll be done early. 224.9. Kind of a wider looking, nicer note. 72. California. 24.5. Where's our silver hiding at? 224, 225.5. $23. I can't believe I'm out of buckets because I have one bucket with nickel, then I got 3 buckets with quarters in it. We have 4 buckets here. I fairly only need 4 buckets. We'll be all right. We'll just use 4 buckets. There'll have to be 3 boxes in the one, I guess you could say. And then plus I opened a bucket with halves with I opened 2 of the boxes that had the 2024 new ones in it. Yesterday I got 2 boxes open. There was not one used coin. One used coin, or old coin or circulated coin. You'll be getting both types of boxes from 3 different banks. You're getting NF String and Son boxes with Brinks rolls in them too. There's a 224.3. This one. Kind of weird how them black rolls keep getting in the, yeah, messed up. And that's 20 rolls down. There's a 225.4. I miss getting the real FN String and Son boxes with FN String and Son rolls, because Dennis just got one of those, and he had, what did he get out of that? Like 12 silver coins out of that. 12 silver coins out of that box last week. I think this is one of our heaviest rolls at 225.7. Holy booties. Is that going to have 2 silver coins in it? A lucky 7 with a double banger. No way. Is that going to be 2 silver coins in a lucky 7 roll? There, yeah, we are. 68D. I will take a lucky 7 like that. Oh, I would have never seen that coming. 2 silver 40s in it. Cool beans. We will have silver in 5 out of 6 boxes that I picked up yesterday. That's a good day. Can you believe that? Nothing. Let's roll 22. And we got nothing. And all of a sudden we get a lucky 7. I'll take that all day long. I was hoping to see 1, and I was like, there's 2 in there. $20. I made lunch money. Dinner. I'm going out to dinner tonight. What can I buy for 20 bucks? What can I buy for $1? Yeah. Need 1 more for a tip. It's cold, man. I put my car in the garage, man. It's cold out. It's cold. What are your odds of getting 2 silver coins in this box in the same roll? And that would be it. I think this is the same. I think that might be that same water damage on that. Yeah, it is. Look, that was in this box. Oh, I do have a 225.8. There's a 225. That's the halfway roll. This is the second half start. 225.5. 225.5. What are your odds? 2 silver coins and 1 roll. 240s. Can we find another one? I hope so. I mean, they come the way they come. This one, this is 224. 2 years old. That coin's been hunted 2 years ago. You marked that. Yeah. I could never rip them off with my finger. I know how people do it. I mean, I chew my fingers down and to the nub, so I don't have no fingernails hardly at all. But I could never do it. It was a 2015 from Philadelphia. But yeah. Sometimes you get the black wrappers where they just flake off. It's weird. And then sometimes you'll get rolls that are so, the paper's nice, and then sometimes you get rolls where you're ripping your fingers up. It's so tightly wrapped into everything. It's amazing how different they are sometimes. They're all basically the same, but you get the rolls that are like the paper just flakes. Some rolls is like they're so tightly wrapped, it's like your fingers get sore after a while trying to open them up. $30 rolls in. We do have a 225.8 coming up. Maybe we'll get lucky and get another lucky 8. That would be nice. We get a lucky 7. How about another 8? That's what I'm saying. There's not many heavy rolls. The 7s, 8s. That's enough. Just when you're just doing 224, 5 and up to 225, 4s and 5s and stuff, it's just. You see an 7 or an 8, you're like, yeah, I hope it's a good one. Maybe. But I'm happy with that. Even if we only get 2 out of this box, I'm happy because right now, I only have 1 other box I have to worry about if I get a silver. So if I get 1 silver out of the next box, every box is going to have silver for this week. For the Lumens. I don't even count those Brinks rolls because I count them as zeros because I just feel that they're taking the silver out. It's like you have no chance. But I did get last year I did get a Walking Liberty, I believe, out of the 1 box. 225.8. 225.7 had 2. Will 225.8 have 1? I don't know. Yeah, I don't think so. No. Kind of stinks, don't it? 8s don't mean nothing. That is crazy. No silver in the one I was hoping to see one in. Yeah. My black wrappers weren't too bad today. Oh, look at this. Is that silver? It's hard to tell. 225.5, but I'm not saying it is. But this one has a different sheen to it. Probably not, but I wanted to make sure just in case. Not the 24. Sometimes they have a weird sheen to them, and sometimes that's silver. It's like these new ones. They have a different kind of sheen to them. So no silver for that one. I was hoping that was a nice 69 again. It's amazing. 2 69s in that 1 roll that were like brand new. We have not found their mates yet. There's definitely 38 more out there somewhere, I'm going to say. You know, Rob finds treasure. I don't know. I think it's the Lumens rolls. He gets some kind of like, it's like green wrappers or something. I've never seen that before. Once in a while, you see somebody else have some kind of weird wrappers that you never see. Not one new one in that roll. 97. All right, the heaviest roll left is a 225.5. There's two of them, three of them. Last row coming up. Do you see a lot of the V's on them yet, Dan? 225.5. Those little V's that used to be on the Iowa boxes. I wonder how many people that used to do this and stopped doing it now because of. There's a 2020. 2020. 224.5. Somebody marked that one. The red, purple, blue, we'll call it. Excuse me, man. Can't believe we haven't found another proof yet. Proof in that first box, and that is it. Yeah, my trash can's still over full. I'm not even bothering pushing it down. There's a 2006. 6 rolls to go. 225.3. Yeah, but I'm happy because I got 4 silver coins out of the extra boxes, which is, we'll just say around $40 worth of silver. So there's 2002. 2013. So yeah, paid for the gas. You figure I ran to the furthest point. It took me, it was like an hour and a half. It took me an hour and a half to go to the bank on Thursday, the first one. Hour and a half to get to the furthest one and then work my way back up. I drove an hour and a half, stopped for gas, got a donut, got a cup of coffee. Filled the truck up with gas. I actually got it cheaper than it was. $2.88. $2.88. Cheapest I've seen it. See, I usually get it for $2.99. It's $2.88. So I saved 11 cents a gallon. Filled the truck up. Yeah, I left here and I'm like, oh, I was supposed to get gas. I was like a quarter tank of gas, you know. Got down there. I haven't been in that area in a while. And it's like, yeah, there's a Wawa. Stop, get some gas. Went across the street and got coffee and a donut. Well, it's kind of weird, but they come the way they come. 2 in 1 roll. So far, we're on the last roll of the box. And there was no other silver, and 2 in 1 roll, and I will take it. You get it where it comes from, and that's where it came from. 2 rolls. 1 roll, 2 40s. That's another good box. We matched it. 4 silver coins from the extra bank. Yay. Now, we're hoping that our sister boxes from the first box is going to have a silver in this box, because that means all my boxes will have silver this week. This one has nothing going for it. No heavy ones, no light ones, no enders. So we're hoping to see 1 silver in here. Oh, this box is falling apart on me too. This is the one that was damaged a little bit. I knew it was 1. I knew there was more, so let's try to get this up without hurting myself here, because it's open. It's busted over in the corner, but this box has a few new ones. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 6 newer ones. So let's hope there's some old ones in there. Okay. First box had silver. Second box had silver. And we had these two of these nice 1969 Ds come out of that second box from this. This is cool. So we know there's I'm going to say there's 38 more of these floating around somewhere out in La La Land. Hopefully La La Land is here. So right now we had silver in the first box. That was an ender. 5 silvers in the second box. This will be the third box, and the fourth box has a silver ender and a heavy one. So need to see 1 silver coin, and we will have 6 out of 6 boxes this week of Loomis. My normal will have silver, and that's pretty good. We're rated 5 out of 6 already. So even if I took the 9 boxes that I did, over half of them had silver, so that's still good. So we're trying to see if all my Loomis boxes will have silver, so that would be really good. That would be really good. What do we get? 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 13 silver coins right now. We have 1 ender, so we're guaranteed at least 14 silver coins today. And we get more. That almost threw me off, but that is just a dirty war coin. 70. It seems like the 72s are trying to be the silly ones today. Yeah, I don't want to sit there and tell the bank, say, hey, when you get a dime bag, give me a call, because imagine running 3 hours round trip just to get a bag of dimes. I'm already running 2 hours round trip now. So yeah, I want to be in the area, take a bunch of money with me, and hopefully a bunch of banks have a bunch of bags, you know. But I think the cold's keeping people away. Yeah. That looks like it could be a proof. No, an 81. There's a nice 81. Haven't seen one of them today. Oh, we got our heart. We found our heart. Yeah. Will we find a silver in this box? I sure hope so. That would be so cool. I'm just curious, like, if somebody did dump a roll of 69s, it's like, where are the other 38 at, you know? I'm hoping we find a couple more, but there's definitely, I'm going to say 38 more brilliant uncirculated coins out there. $74, just a dirty coin. $25.1. Sometimes you'll see the edges. There's another white 81. 10 rolls down, 40 to go. Nice 74 from Philadelphia. Yeah, I kind of wanted to go get a haircut this weekend, but I don't like getting a haircut when it's this cold. Don't like getting a haircut when it's this cold. But I have to get a hair. I want to get a hair. Definitely. I would love to get a haircut before Saturday. So hopefully Wednesday or Thursday I get me a haircut. It'll be in the 30s or close to 40. Not seeing any of those water damage coins in here either. Let's see. What does that say? C8. I don't know. Don't know. The boxes I thought weren't going to have silver had silver. The box I'm hope was going to have a silver will not have a silver. You watch. Let's hope I'm wrong. 25-2. Dennis is back. Did you get loaded yet? You're moving. You're rolling home. You're on our way. Are you getting closer? Are you rolling yet, Dennis? Still sitting still. Terrible, terrible. 2019, Philadelphia. NIFC's in this one too, just like the last box that was not a sister box. Having a hard time hearing. Turn the volume up. Get the cotton out of your ears. I hope everybody can hear me okay. Trying to find a silver coin out of this box. Right now we've gone too loud here. Oh. You still not rolling yet? Did you get loaded yet? What did he say? He said, did you get loaded yet? Not loaded. Oh my God. I thought you're supposed to be out of there like by 3 o'clock. It's already like what? It's almost 2 o'clock there. 2021. Couple rolls will be halfway through a box that has produced nothing. 2 o'clock, yep. Got 1 hour. One roll. This will be the halfway roll, 224.8. Kind of weird how the rolls just weighed, even in these boxes, kind of weighed light, you know. First half yielded zeros. Second half. Starting off with zeros. 25.4. Just looking for one silver coin. Dirty and noisy, huh? At least it's warm, right? Couldn't imagine walking into 80 degrees after being here at like 7 degrees, you know? All right, roll number 30, and we still found nothing. I think we're gonna have a skunk box. I really do. I really do. Couple metal detector finds. There's another metal detector find. Nada. Excuse me. 225.4. The box I was hoping was going to have a silver and did not going to have one, I bet you now. Reverse psychology is not working. Excuse me. Starting to get a little dry. We're almost done. Almost done. 224.4. You was at a birthday party. Was it your birthday party? Was it your birthday today? How you doing? Well, how was it? Was it any good? Alcohol, cake, ice cream? It's very cold out. It's very cold. Cold, very cold. It's only like 7 degrees outside here or something like that, 8 degrees. There's some yummies there. It's a rubber band. I was talking to the lady at the bank about the bags, and she says, I told her I find all kinds of stuff in the bags. And she's like, they had a bag of quarters to go out, and the guy saw, a bag of halves? Was it a bag of halves? A bag of halves that had a quarter in the bottom of it. He's like, I don't know if I can take that. Like, she's like, I said, every time I do bags or from other, there's always stuff in it. Pennies, dimes, nickels, quarters, foreign coins. She's like, how do they do that? I just don't know how they don't. Stuff always gets in the wrong bag every now and then. That's 40 rolls. 40 disappointing rolls. Heaviest roll in the back is 225.4. I don't think we're going to get silver, boys and girls. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. Oh, I must have not have put... you know what? I didn't put skunk things up for the other bag, for the other boxes. So yeah, there should be 2 boxes. I forget how it works, but the Brinks boxes we had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm confused now because this was the extra boxes. This was that. Confused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7. There's 8. Oh, I just missed 1 then, I guess. I don't know. Who else out there? What do you mean, who else out there? There's all kinds of people out there. Dennis is out there somewhere floating around. Dan was out there. Deborah disappeared a long time ago. Yeah, somewhere along the line, I forgot to mark first, second, third, fourth. I'm going to say the 5th. I'm confused now. We have, this was the Brinks box. Brinks box. I did my box. Brinks box. We're going to call it a Brinks box even though it was Garda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. We only missed 1. That was a skunk box. We'll put that there. Skunk box. I didn't mark that one. Yeah, so far we've had 2 like pure skunks because there was nothing at all in them. So, how you doing, Perplexed Mind? How you doing? Yeah, I think Southwest came in to say hi. I think he said he had to go to a funeral. I didn't ask whose. I just, you know, not good with that. Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, he came in to say hi because he had to go to a service church funeral, I believe he says. Dennis is in El Paso, backed up to the doors, trying to get a load to come home. Still not loaded yet. Apparently you were at a birthday party, but you're here now. How are you doing? We've hunted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is box 8. 7 boxes so far. 1, 2, 4 of those 7 boxes have had silver. We're on box number 8, which I was hoping is a sister box from the first 2, but we've gotten no silver. We've got nothing. 3 rolls to go, and then the last box is going to have a silver ender and a couple heavy ones. So we're hoping it's definitely going to be a sister box. That's 24. I thought that was going to be a different year. That's 84. Okay, with 224.9. None for you. And the last roll, Vincent's here. You're going to try to order soon. Last roll. I got a funny feeling we was going to get skunked on that. That is terrible news. Terrible news. The box I was really hoping had silver turned out to be a wah, wah, wah. Alrighty then. Oh, you got a 2025 quarter. I'm assuming 2025 quarter meaning the whole box. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 with silver. We're going to have 5 out of 9 boxes are going to have. Okay, yeah. Still out there though. 2025 quarter. All right, our last box will be hopefully our best box. How's that? Got more color to it, I can tell you that. Oh my God. I saved this one for last because we have an ender, 4 heavies, and one of the heavies is an ender. We have a 226.9, a 226.3, and 2 226s, which I'm hoping is like our other 226 that had, I think, 2 silver coins in it, actually. Wasn't that the one with the 2 69s? I'm hoping there's some of them 69s is what I was hoping. Shaman, the god? Shaman, who's Shaman? Cool. All right, last box. Oh my God. Last box is the most colorful box because we have 4 that are marked in orange and 1 is marked in orange and black. Let's go with this one here, the one that's definitely an ender. Definitely an ender, marked in black because it's an ender, and orange because it's 226.9. Doesn't have a Denver mint mark, but I'm assuming this is a 90% coin. If it is, it's worth about $28. And then we have a 226.5. I thought that was a 5. Why did I write 3 on the box? Okay, it's a 226.5. That's what I thought it was. But I wrote 3. But that normally is another 90%er. And then we have 2 lighter rolls, 226, which I don't hold my breath on these, but since we already have 2 in there, we might have some 40s in here, or a 90, or nothing. Not too many new enders, so I know we got at least 1. So let's see how many silver coins we get out of the next 50 rolls. Wish I had something else to throw. You know what? I'm going to find a box. Let's find a box. Let's take a box. We're going to throw the silver in a box. So Let's see how this works out. Roll number 1. And then box number 4, we had 2 of these beautiful 1969 Denvers in that one roll, and have not seen the other 38 at all. So I believe there's 38 more. So I'm hoping there's going to be some in this roll box. I'm hoping. But it's nice. What are your odds of getting 2 in one roll and nothing else? And like, I mean, I don't see any new ones. This could be a new one. It's a 73. I'll check that for the DDO. And this is, yeah, there's no new ones in there. So yeah, this box is going to be different than the others. Well, that's why I look so far away, because I took my scope and I moved it far away. I was looking for something earlier, and I was like, wondering why it was so big and bright. It's not the 73D DDO, and it has its FG on the back also. So it's awesome. All right, let's see. See if I can remember to put them up there. 225.4. Yeah, I'm hoping there's silver in those heavy rolls, and I hope there's at least 40%ers in them. But I know we have a 90. I'm assuming we have 2 90s in here, but right now I'm not seeing many new coins at all. Actually, there's a nice 74D, actually. Let's see if we can find a 74D DDO. No, we will not. I'm going to end up throwing them in the thing you watch, but we're going to try to put them in the box so I can keep them separated. 3 boxes in a bucket gets pretty heavy. Not doing well. 4th roll, still found nothing. 225.3. I mean, you never know what you're going to get in a box, but like you get an ender and you're like, got some light heavy rolls. You're hoping there's going to be 40s in here and it's going to be loaded, you know? 224.8. I think the lightest roll we found is silver in the day. I think it was a 224.9. Could have been lighter, but I think 224.9. Okay, this will tell the tale. 226. No guarantees, but we're hoping. Nothing. It's going to be a busted box. Busted box. I was hoping to see a 40 in there. 24.9. Still nothing. Not many new coins at all in here, actually. Water dance. 2001. 25.1. Yeah, I just got a funny feeling this box might only have a couple of silvers in it now, based on what I'm seeing. I was hoping for better. Right, the other 226. It's kind of weird to have hardly any new coins and have a couple 226s. So, yeah, we're going to get busted out here badly. This might be the worst box. The worst box with silver in it. This 10 rolls gone. Let's hope that 226.5 has something in it, huh? There's hardly any new coins in these, too. That's just crazy. $225.3. I really was hopeful for this box having a lot more silver based on the first one and the second one and the third one having none and it's having the ender. But yeah. I was wrong. I really thought this box was going to be popping. Today is backwards day. The boxes I thought were going to have nothing in them had coins. The box I thought was going to have something is having nothing. 224.6. Another decent 1986. 224.8. Definitely got, I want to say we got a 90 or two in here. That's about it. So I hope next week we get circulated boxes again, but I don't think I'll be definitely will not be streaming Saturday because it's Valentine's Day. Don't know what I'll be doing Sunday, but Valentine's Day is here already. Is that crazy or what? Yeah, this is not what I was hoping for. I saw visions of lots of silver in this box. Not happening. Can't predict what's going to be in a box. I was just kind of hoping, being an ender and the other box is having 40s, that this one was going to have a bunch of 40s. You don't have a Valentine. Well, why not? Oh my God, is that going to be silver? Almost an ender. I don't even know what the roll weight. I just threw it over there. That might be a silver. Yay, we're going to get a silver. Roll number 20, a 40%er. Yay, we're on our way. I don't even know how much it weighed, but it wasn't much. We got silver, almost an ender. We almost had a double ender box. Oh man, roll number 21, 224.8. I just threw it up there. I could only guess at the top, but it could have fell off the top. The pile's like, the trash can's like overflowing. I got tired of pushing it down, so we need a foot to get her down hard. So we'll clean our mess up when we're done here. It costs money anyways. Cheaper just to play with your pennies. Yeah. At least we got a silver before we got to that heavy one. I'm happy with that. Yay, we got one. All right. This is the good box. At least I thought it was going to be the really good box, but right now it's not turning out to be the one I was hoping for. Should have saved the first one for last. That had 4 in it. Terrible. Yeah. 226.5. Now that normally means 90%, but let's see what we get. See something right there poking through the wrapper. Ooh, there's one right there. There's one there. There is one there. So the one I saw poking through the wrapper was that clean one. What's this? It is a faded 1964 Kennedy. Looks like from Philadelphia. So yeah, another 90%er. Cool beans. $25. This is the last box. Yeah, we're one away. This is roll 24. We're one away from halfway. All right, so at least our first heavy one was a 90. This is roll 25, 224.7. You never know what you're going to get in a box until you open it up. Yeah, this is the last box. I can hunt a bag if you want me to hunt a bag of quarters. I got a bag of quarters here, but I'd love to hunt. I don't have a bucket. I don't have a bucket to throw them in. I'm out of buckets. All my buckets are full of coins. I need more buckets. No, I just need to get rid of my buckets. I mean, I emptied how many buckets out this week? There's one of those water damaged coins. All right, second half. I hope we find something. We found 140. We got 190. We got one ender. At least we know the heavy one's an ender. So no new ones in that one at all. 225 6. That's what I mean. It's not like a lot of 224 9s this week, even in these boxes. It's kind of weird. No, I don't think it's 24 9s, but 224 to change. But it was a good day. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 6 of the Loomis boxes had silver, and 5 out of 9 total had silver. So I am not complaining about that at all. 5 out of 6 of my normal pickup. It's a good day. It's a very good day. $30 down, 20 to go, and this day will be over. I mean, I can hunt a bag of quarters. I just gotta figure out what to put them in. Oh, is that silver? Is that, no, that's not silver. No, it's not silver. Almost had that kind of almost a faker look to it, but no, it's not silver. Yeah, after that first and second box, I thought we were going to see some more of those 69s. I actually thought we were going to see some more of those 69s in here. I hope next week we don't get skunked out again, because that means I just feel that it's going, you know. So normally when 1 week goes by, you don't get to see the same dump the next week. It just doesn't seem to happen. Happy to have what we have. Pays for the gas and adds to the stack, and you never know. See what happens next time. Yeah. 2015 Philadelphia. 224 6. $15 rolls to go. 224 7. Not many new ones in this box at all. 224 9. Oh, excuse me. I was really hoping to see some more of those 69s, but I guess not today. 225 5. $225 2. Man, that wind is whipping. It is brutal outside. Glad the sun's still shining. Nope. 224 7. That's what I mean. There's a lot of light rolls in this box. It's just amazing how they weighed up light this week. Okay, our ender and our heaviest roll. 226 9 in our ender. Should be a 90. Probably all by itself, but I will take a coin that's worth over $25 right now. 1964 from Philadelphia. So we got 2 90s out of our 2 heavy rolls, and we'll take that all day long. All day long. Well, that wind is just a whipping out there. 1 minute it's quiet, next minute it's like really whipping. It is whipping out there. I decided what to do for dinner tonight. Had chicken last night, had a hoagie the night before. Not sure what we're going to eat tonight. Not sure. 224.8. Yeah, I actually thought this was going to be the better box of the 4. Right now we got 3. The first one we had 4. The one that didn't have anything had 5. I thought we were going to beat that 5, but it is not going to work, I don't think. 225.4. Well, it's nice to know that there's still silver out there getting dumped, thrown away, so it's still there. Our heaviest roll remaining is a 225.8. Will this 8 have a silver in it? Would be nice. No, it will not. And only 1 proof. We only got 1 proof, 287s. The rest are silver. 5 rolls to go. 430. Yeah. I don't really feel like cutting a bag of quarters. I got plenty of stuff to get rid of next week already. 2019 Denver. 4 rolls to go at 225.2. Three rolls to go. 225.1. Yeah, there was not many new coins in this box at all. 2 NIFC, that's about it. Couple silver. 225.1. 2 rolls to go. We'll be done. I really was hoping to see more of those 2019. There's the water damage coins. This is all part of this. All this is all added, most of them in there. It's all part of the same wrapping. Last roll, 225.2. The box that I thought was going to be best actually turned out to be in the middle. Wasn't the worst. See, there's another one. Water damaged. It's all part of the same dumping. We just didn't get much silver. There's a lot of bicentennials that we missed. Yeah, that was it. That was it. It was a good box, but it failed to meet my expectations. We're just going to load this back up, send it back to the bank, and tell them they got to do better. Yeah, we had 1, 2, 3 totally skunked boxes out of 9. And those 3 boxes, guess what they were? Brinks. No, not Brinks rolls. All the Brinks box rolls had no silver, but there was 187. I have to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, the one Brinks box did have an 87 ender that we saw. Oh, that feels so good. That feels so good to get that off. Oh, that feels so good. Cool beans. So what did we find today? We did pretty good today. 264s out of the last box. A dirty 67. And then we had, don't want to mess myself up. 7. It's just crazy how these 2 coins were in the same roll. Hold on. That is just crazy. They were in the same roll. 364s. I cannot believe we only found. I was really hoping we were going to find more proofs, but yeah. What did we find today? What did we find? Set those there. There we go. We didn't really find a lot. All we found mostly was silver. Not complaining, but all right, we did find. Let's find one you can see. 1964s, all from Philadelphia, 90% silver. So for those of you who don't know, this is the last year for circulated 90% silver. So that was pretty cool. And the first year for Kennedy. Before I get into that, we did find one proof. Only one proof in 1984, San Francisco clad proof. Not too bad. It's in pretty good shape yet. We did find two 1987 Philadelphia's not intended for circulation. This is the first clad NIFC because the first NIFC was actually the 1970. 40% silver was the first NIFC, but first clad NIFC was the 87. I save all those. We found two of those. They're not in the best. This one's not in this. They're not in the best of shape, but they're not in the worst of shape either. But yeah. We found the 390s proof, 287s, and we found 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 40%ers. And the nicest ones out of them are these just two brilliant uncirculated 1969s from Denver. They both came out of the same roll. So that means somebody dumped a roll of 69s that's been sitting around since 69. And yeah, I believe there's 38 more out there to be found, but yeah, that was pretty cool. I was hoping to actually see more of those in the last two boxes, the sister boxes, I guess you could say. But yeah, we ended up finding, how many we find? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16 silver coins out of 9 boxes. But I'm not counting those Brinks box, whatever rolls you want to call them, boxes. So we did pretty good today. We ended up with, what was it, 4? Oh, you're still there, Coinacell. How you doing? You have a great week too. You stay warm. I'm going to try to stay warm. But yeah, how did that work out? We ended up getting 5 out of 6 boxes, right? I got myself all messed up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 out of 6 boxes of the Loomis had silver. That's pretty good. Knock on wood. They've been, since last year and starting off this year, we're doing good with those boxes. So let's hope we get circulated boxes again next year. I kind of was hoping for more, so you can't really get your expectations too high when you see enders and weigh them up. So it went very well. Thanks, Vincent. And yeah, you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay really warm. Don't go outside unless you really have to. That's where we're at. And yeah, I don't know if I'll see you next week. Have a great Valentine's Day. I know we're going out to eat. Yeah. And there's a movie coming out. I think it's on Friday. That guy that, I don't know his name. I'm not good with names, but the guy that plays Thor. He's got a movie coming out. I want to go see that movie. Something about, I think he's a bank robber, Robin Banks, or I don't know what he's doing, but I think he's a pretty good actor. I like him. Thanks, Dan. Dan, I hope you have good. I hope we keep getting silver and circulated boxes. So hopefully next week or the following week, hopefully we'll see what everybody got. So everybody go out and get some boxes and bags and hunt them and see what we get. So thanks for hanging out. Hope to see you guys again soon, and we'll talk to you later. Have a good night.